2021, and approximately 14 minutes gone past 1500 hours. We're here once again on Bamaso. Streaming live on our 24 Radio, our Brabapa Radio, our 24 Radio GH, on Facebook at 24 Radio UK, YouTube at 24 TV, Twitch at 24 Radio, and on Twitter, Periscope at 24 Radio. We're here just to do what we love best, and that is to seek nothing but the very best for ourselves and for Ghana. As simple as that. Whatever is best for us, and it does not go in the whole interest of Ghana, what we have come to understand is it is a short-lived best. So when we come to talk about what is best for us, we truly mean what is best for us and the whole of Ghana. And for you to enjoy every bit of the action that goes on around here, it demands that you do away with all your secondary identities and you step into your primary identity. That is, you are a Ghanaian. There is no other identity that is bigger than the fact that you are a Ghanaian in the context of what we're doing around here. So, for you to make the best of whatever goes on around here, do away with your secondary identities and see yourself as a Ghanaian. Treat yourself as such, and it helps you to treat others equally as Ghanaians. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And chiasronko kasiye de mudo ana metuma sampempensue ene eye benada February de toso mienu etoso enkono na mi ensan so aba pa ho sima edunsia haye a 24 Radio Abrabapa Radio a 24 Radio GH Facebook nso de a 24 Radio UK YouTube at 24 TV, Twitter, Periscope at 24 Radio, and at Twitch so at 24 Radio. Bamaso ani edru no. Ya baba to adwene afa kwan ye betumi afa. Ne ma no afa ntoma pa efra. Enti mesrew ahobrase ne ani die kwan so. Se wo be pie mu ha se ya obayo ho adru. Obayo ho adru e kire se you want to step in the area where you can improve, or the area of your groove. And so you say, oh, you're perfect, and you're fine, and maybe this is not the place for you. But if you accept, say, ujitum say, said ya wutie biya. Said ya wutie bia bibi wo ho no mu a obetimi e de aka wo ho ana obedisan wo abrabom na waye nipa sonko ya kasa sonko a kire se obako wanim e wo abrabom sa ogitum sa de a ene bra ne anyi ehu aduru wate yanyi ehu aduru ye ehu aduru in diverse ways. Baby bebre obia ne yade ode ye de be ode eba ha sei nti onso bra ye nyina kakra ebia na me yade ne ye different from o yade nyina ye je ayi ehu aduro fefefe kama se ye ka sei se me ana obi panel member no irrespective of who the person is. Jitum se ono nso wona yade enti se ono nso wona yade dia akwan bi so no ono nso ba abepe ne yade no anu aduro, as simple as that. Enti sauti ani said the doctors are ordained to all the way in Roehampton and Atena ana ananketia Basingstoke ono ne hokani no wa America, United Kingdom, Ghana, wherever adofo nyina ewo ti se otiani se di adofo nyina etiani dia na hwese masamu akwa babiu e di aba kasafidie so e di amo akwa babiu aba dwumadie yi enso eso se wahwe modus operandi a we just we can't say and one that's the straight way we want to go. No, but share your modus operandi. Kyerɛ sɛ yɛn no yɛahoɔden kɛseɛ naa no towards the bottom up approach to finding solutions to your problems. And don't you say your baby condemn woman afa the top down approach to finding solutions? No, I'm not going to condemn them. Said ya at the end city no ubia any kwanya wo faso a wo pese oboa ema solutions na yepe na o my Ghana na yepese yensa ka no obia ne kwanya wo pese wo faso ema yensa eka ebinum epe ne top down approach top down approach for no na omudwen se mpanyimfo na wosoro no wo munsisa na omusesa ebema ase hofo no nso ensa ka de wo so omunsa ka nyina ene top down ene firi soro honum the change begins from the top na aba form ene anom bi nso adwen se omudie no owope no bottom up approach na kire se ye sha ase wo form kakra enti no ye sha ase wo form no na ebituma ba say enuanom nkuma no omunyini no ne ye shape wo kakra for them to while they get to the top no we know exactly say this is what we have put in them, and you know all other things being equal no, this is what we are going to get. The obia e won approach obia e wo said you see episode of henwo ye mbebre e wo hono mo a yen kasa ye mu no ya na ye pese ye leaders no de be esesa e ma ye mpanyimfo no wo mo sesa ma ye wi a ye nim sese wo mtimi sesa ma ye a ensesa na ye pe no ye nsa betimi a ye de be aka okay, come one sec. Okay, all right. Eti senua no omo kasa ya na utimi hunu say what they seek to have, and say enuano mo a wa ban mu empanyimfo no betima ya de be ebesesa ama wo mo won so a the bottom up approach, you know, omo so kasa utimi hunu say omo and that's why na say omo taye nyina ne say yenuanom yen ayi tie ni nyina no bia individually no yebe modia say yebetumi asesa yenema here and there, and then going forward, you know, bibia adane kwemu fefe kama eti se waba ai bra ni nyina yenye adwuma ewo ye ho na yema ye ho enye ye den kwa bia so eba ne sa o my Ghana enso ebefa ne ntoma pa efra efra kama eti yebekwa akotie enwum ba akwa ba okay, yeah the nyum na ba later on, but before say ebetie nyum no yema fire akwa ba fire yema fire akwa ba no na we say board chairman no very important information me the my me dey twa mu no say onya abre etie mentoring hour na chere say a doctor for mienu and a business consultant kese ba ko a omo baaye no omo ne be bon komo efa covid ene vaccine ya abayi ho omo ne be bo ho komo papa and you know what etie no abrantia ba ko send me message was say on the no why na dwen say anya dia vaccine no obaye de be obewo emom otie yenuanom doctor for yi said you almost chechire mu no say amana quite confident say obaye de be obewo panie no enti say wantie bia say wa ko YouTube na ko hwehwe say dwumadi ayi die ne memenda no ne tie Me say Bochema or important information into the train. What's it? Near my fire aquaba. And the fire.
And the Baba.
And the fire.
And the Baba.
And the fire chief.
And the Baba Smiley.
Open up the gates.
Good. And there.
Me too good to Yasaba. What's it? Yasaba. Na yaba so de na yaba. Na fire. So when him send penny for say obi nchira akwala nyame, right?
Wa wakan. E no kra so ko. Once I think one penny for na e ya na nya no kre. E bi won so e no kru todo.
Ba we de we no kru todo no me boa.
Do.
Na obi busa say nyame bai ana na mpanyimfo ka ho asem no say obi nchira akwala na nyame bai.
Yo, Papa, answer no so, ade a dey enim.
Okay.
But media kwan so, what chairman, professor, mo so mi chio na nchia na de beto to aso. Papa, o si board chairman, o asem hia, ma atiefo, na aboafo.
That's right.
Say, waya humbo ade a. On the na your parties near ya, open remarks. Chairman. And our chairperson and a deba.
Okay.
And he said, Bo chairman ha. Now, fire, I say, now, Bo chairman, or the idea, I hear very important in the brain. We are a paper to us.
Okay, all right then. And no quan that's it. No quan swan. It's any my board chairman, Aquabe. Say, board chairman, to my position in who ye dear. Yama board chairman, Aquaba. And the Gogu. Him say, if I am the board chairman, or position.
And the papa.
And the Goku, and the Goku, and the Goku.
And the papa, and the papa, and the papa.
And then Mr. Kaba.
And the smiley.
That's right. Somebody I know ninja Bamaso.
I drink a
Thank you very much.
I drink a
Sir. Now, fire the need the number. Come because my boy at you for my niece and then was some special announcement to be at the Maya. So
oh, sir.
Send you say so also my who said yeah na say uko no the travel body near this you almost say cheap will be almost say cheap will be say also my who said the idea nyina ACT so na it's no boy come
Mama fa kwenya so enchia tiefo nyina na minchia de nchirafo so titiro nchia kese ni bi nko oheneba eye fire me hu se bi bombardier so abete hon nti nchia kese nkoma no na nchia ni bi nkoma Patricia mini so obe join ya na wa join ye ene enuanom abe ne osomafo jabuache me wo fe ya na me wi efi ni din o
over Johnny Kofi Twumberima na Johnny
sinchia kese nkonkoma o na ene de emse ye nini asem kese bia me wo hod mu ana me GP frame me say panye ne dum so vaccine omodi mi ato extremely I would say clinically extremely vulnerable it na say me de na say me ko one in time san say any near on here the hardring kakra nti omubuku me ne 215 could do hormone na me too many na chese nko for hormone dada na me dwen se me nkwa akra na nka me ko hormone se me nkwa na me si hormone di anka me sa me chia bifi okay me too many nipa be 10 women say ni fa be 20 women say be nkum na say kai da adero o ye dey obewo na udu on mu a nkete si fefe young girls no musisi ho mu atro din ubo din a na ye de marka afaso ne ese kwana kwatran atwen nti me kwatran ho twen ya na me time no so ye na nurse ba ko ba ye ne lanya ebo no kum NHS obefrɛ me ɔde me kɔ ɛdan baako bi mu a mekɔ no so mekodu ɛna nipa bia miɛnsa nurses miɛnsa na ɛwɔ hɔ no a nipa mmienu gyina hɔ mo awɔ mo de ana mo baako bɛwɔ ne deɛ nti ɛno no na ama me akokoduro sɛ nkurɔfoɔ ɛnyɛ bibi bɔne bi na mo de ba bɛwɔ me nti mekɔɛ na nurse no bɔɔ ne din kyerɛ me ɔbɔɔ ne din kyerɛ me na ɔde paper bi too n'anim na paper no say questions bɛyɛ 10 or up to 10 questions na also obisa wa we are allergic to them when you a positive test ni bi ana when you sentence ana okeka ni nya na kyese ni nyina no negative no say okay had mono yeah wo Pfizer de ni na yeah wo na so na adentina ye wo me Pfizer de no ana so surgery bia no de available no na de aba de breast surgery ni say on administer sa vaccine no na so na den sunye na wo mu na so sunye bia nim na no na Pfizer de no wo within 3 months no say ubana yasan wo baako de ka ho na che say why fully protected that is you na eno o say the woman either say mensa na ye de awo no ebe so kakra no no kro wo ne de nansia still an say ho ne ye ne ya kakra na eye wo ya either say me sentence I want to say either say menya flu-like symptoms. Na no cry ba paracetamol is good. Nti se we need paracetamol na mempebi. Nti me ba na me see pharmacy na me je paracetamol me no be de to me. Say any a say to be prepared for war. Man try my war number 2 and say na wa prepare. Nti my ready American. Nti ye wo me wie no ade a ode wo me kramante. Pani is so fine and smooth. Ye de wo ode o me am say dem say ade yi na ekogu mi mu yi. Ebe ye hu papa. Nti hot mo na me check me voice I say me voice
na you okay
me de misafa me true say before abembe a me nyina ye 000 na mo say okay me nkonko tena reception hot mo for 15 minutes na nko tena hot mo a ombe observe ahwe say bibi akọ nya na say saa na say eba no nti me kwatra hɔ mo me nyame nkwa na me tewo na mo a che say omo di kan wo menim a omo awo omo di omo so twa mo 15 minutes na so na omo afiri hɔ mo nti me 15 minutes so ya na ja time ni ama ya so 15 minutes no so a wa betumi asɔre akɔ nti so ya na me de ma time ho na ma be fie ma nyira me fie kwan sɛ ne metumi afra akontufo radio na just say who be any the amount for speculate
okay
nti enye bibia vaccines the say ya wa fiti enkwala brema ekroman mokran every year bia no nkofo ko flu vaccine nti it's more or less the same but we no mo trick in kakra e the protein bibia aka ho a say anya bia mbo ni bi kwhye mu a mbo chimi ne edi entokwa na mbo chimi aso asojafo no a omowo mu no na omone emwa na akwa akoko enti asam kakra me wo edito abedwafo na enuanum enimnie me di nkan akọ me vaccine me wo Pfizer me wie no mo ma me certificate na certificate no mo de ma me no mo say me hwɛ so yie na next time no omo frɛ me bio mu a even though it's recorded no yeah kasa ni nyemu yɛde me kɔtena hɔ no na mayo mienu bi so si hɔ no a ɔmo record bibia nti yɛwɔ wi a na batch na yɛde wɔ wo no yɛatwerɛ gu wɔ certificate no ɛnyɛ paper ketewa bi card ketewa bi ne yɛatwerɛ gu so ne yɛatwerɛ gu wo ayi na forms na yɛma yɛteke na woyɛ wogye tum sɛ yɛmfa wɔ no na yɛde akɔ akɔma abayewa na ɔno so ayɛ dɛn ɔno so a record sɛ ɛne yɛde awɔ enti sɛnea ɔmo ayɛ no na kyɛ sɛ ɛkyerɛ bi ma no sisum na so biribi si wɔ saa baakye no mu a yɛbɛtumi atrace ɔmo a yɛde wɔ ɔmo nyinaa na yɛayɛ akɔyɛ sɛ kaa yɛyɛ recall nti sɛ biribi ni a will be recalled to the factory for us to be
that's right
to be looked after nti ɛnyɛ humu a mu ehu wɔ mu na mo mpɛ sɛ mbɔkɔ akɔwɔ no I'm giving a testimony say bibi sa na ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ bibi a ɛhu nti obi wɔ question bi ɔpɛ sɛ obi sa me a me wɔ hɔ metumi ayi ano kama ama wo nti nuanom obiara do so a see na am so mo speed up a process na pa maybe nkɔfo ato santen wɔ ɛyɛ surgery n'animu a ɔmo nyinaa akɔwɔ ɔmo deɛ nti sɛ do so a mesra mu na papa mesa nele eyi bi abro na wabɔ ye nua baako a am sɛ ɛyi mu nyinaa mu nim na ɛyɛ ɛyi prof ne brother ne wɔfa yere enra covid ekunu nti ɛyɛ bibi a ɛyɛ clear and present danger nti yɛn nyinaa no sɛ akwanya aba na yɛnya bibi a ɛyɛ sɛ yɛde protect yɛn ho a we should all go for it and make sure say we live for long.
Okay, all right then. But chairman, yɛbɛdɔ ase.
Nti mede yi na brɛ wo betumi abɔ.
Ma me hwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi abɔ no sisi ansa na fire abam na mehu sɛ bombardier ɛwɔ hɔnom uncle body ana bibi Finland nso aba me sure sɛ bi ɔmbɛbisa questions bi na ɔmanfa ayi bi anhyɛ ɔbɔdi mu card bia so I'm for say
Debbie
sa okay all right on say said memenda no Dr. Susan and Dr. Docas ema ye ya we no enya dia omo de card bia omo se chip bia ko hie mu na say wo aye board chairman no ne betima afa wo wasem no kase pa isan say yenimu yenimu nti se wa kire se eyensu liquid ana omde wogu
liquid ne yede wo kra want very very fine na senior nurse ne de wo no she was so experienced or we no sure say emoja be fi me nsa ho no about here also emoja bi amba until you are free to go there's nothing to be scared of.
I say now omo catch them say ya wo wie no sa symptoms na omo kana right bia side effects say hobe kro ne utibe o ya no omo say bedi be say ansa na ahya ase aba
one can't how long it will take but say a side effect into it could be within the week na ya dia wo na nti ɛyɛ bibia wahwe kra na bibisa
emba okay all right yo ene yentie audio ya odi bre na ewia ya mafire abusa question baako ana enkato so bi a odi ato so
menu anom mpese mesimo yi se me amere Constance a mo nyina mo nim no oda ya wan sorry na be na ochi mienu ni I come and send in a Promotional no as head teacher. So on Kususen. No call and no cause in your catcher me and say, how for a day. I say, COVID no promoting once. ɛna obiara nso ni hɔ a ɔyare wɔ kurom hɔ no ayɛ sɛ gyama mask wɔden obiara nhyɛ bi nti ɔno no a agya wahyehyɛ ne mask ne nneɛma ɛna ɔkyerɛ schoolfoɔ no nnipa bɛyɛ 500 and over ɛne teachers bɛyɛ 27 ɔkyerɛ wɔn so wɔn nhyɛ mask na wɔn ho ban ɔkyerɛkyerɛ wɔn yare no mu ne adeɛ a nti kyerɛ sɛ ɔkɔɔ hɔ no nso no agya ne ɔbɛyɛ biara me nso metaa n'akyi na ɛbɛyɛ ɔkɔɔ hɔ ani na ɔtwe koraa mɛfa no sɛ ɔkɔɔ hɔ efiada a ne wukuada ɛtoa so no na ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ gyama ne ho mfa no nti wakɔtena kaa no ɔka yɛ anam si wɔ adeɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ covid nti ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmpunu ne adeadeɛ nti mede metu ne fo a ɛna akyire ɔsa mete hɔ a ɛna mesan ma ne wɔn ne nkora sɛ hospital de hia so ɔbɛkɔ ne ade nti akyire a mete hɔ nom a na mete so akɔ hospital ne ɛdi kan ɔkɔ hospital ne ɛdi kan na ɔkɔ nkube mu no nso no ɔmo no diagnose no with diabetes and high blood pressure me ɔka kyerɛ me na mamfa me ti anye nti me kora de na kyerɛ sɛ meda so insistia sɛ ɛyɛ covid nti agya ɛdi bɛyɛ mefa no sɛ ɛnɛ wukuada ɛtoa so no deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ onipa no ɔse ne homeɛ no ɛnyɛ nti me a mene ne yɛ face to face time koraa ɛna mesan wɔne ne sɛ hia sɛ ɔbɛkɔ hospital na ɛpunu ɛna ɔmpunu na ɔde sɛn nti mene ne kasa face to face na mene ne kasa ɛni 3 hours meteyɛ na wakɔdu hospital wakɔdu central nti meka kyerɛ me yɔnko in fact before that no dan wa no maka kyerɛ me yɔnko sɛ me yɔnko kwasinya no Daniela no yɛ classmate sɛ ɔmo mmɔden na ɔfa kwan bi so na ɔmpɛ duro bi ɛma me yere ɛfisɛ ɔno na nneɛma symptoms bi saa akɔ so ɔno abrabɔ mu nti ɔfa duro bi nti ɔkɔ a ɔne ne nyɛ contact koraa nti ɔmfa duro bi ma no ɔkɔɔyɛ no aduro no ɔduru hɔ no in fact wɔmmua ne amekaeɛ no na ɔno ɔkɔɔ hospital hɔ ne ade nti ɔkɔɔ hospital hɔ no koraa ɔsan ka kyerɛ m sɛ ɔmo ase ɛnyɛ covid na yare foforɔ bi na menka me bonto me yam ne ade nti ɛwɔmu a na gye sɛ ɔsan ɛfrɛ me sɛ ne ho nyɛ na ɔmo diagnose no covid nti ɔda hɔ nom a na agya yɛbɔ mpaeɛ a na mea mu deɛ na mede firi mfraseɛ nyinaa no madwene yɛ me sɛ covid na onipa no da bi a ɛka sɛ ne ho yɛ ɛtɔda bi ɛka sɛ ne ho nyɛ ɛtɔda bi ɛka sɛ ne ho yɛ ɛnora koraa na ɔm sɛ ne ho yɛ na ne nyinaa mu no koraa na onipa yi ɔda hɔ nso amfrɛ me da koro koraa ɛwɔ fon so nti mede anokasɛ ni na mede meyɛm hyehyɛ me sɛ meyere ne deɛ ɛnya deɛ a mehu no bio but na agya ɛberɛ biara no nso no yɛwɔ awerɛhyɛ mu sɛ ɔbɛsan aba fie na onipa yi me no na me da bi ɛka sɛ ne ho yɛ but ɔno ne menkasa ada na mefrɛ no nso a ne fon nso ɔmfa nti anɔpa yi a na madamfo Daniela no frɛ me sɛ meyere no wafiri mu na firi a wafiri mu no deɛ nnipa nyinaa wu ɛna covid no nso aku atumfoɔ bebree meyere so yɛ atumfoɔ kora mpo a ɔnsen ɔmo a covid aku nti na ɛno da hɔ na nneɛma ne wuo no yɛ ne nipa ko a no ɔyɛ nipa hɔ fafa papa ɛna sɛ school no a ɔkɔɔyɛ no sɛ sukyɛn ɛyi no so ɔno ɛna ɔbɛdane nipa bɛyɛ 500 nkrabea sɛ ɔni hɔ bio nti ayɛ sɛ nya adeɛ a ɔmu nyinaa sɛ nkrabea dabaya obiara ni hɔ nom a ɔbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no sen me yere nti ɛno ɛna ɛma ne wuo no yɛyɛ no so ɔyɛ nipa a ɔyɛ da mu sononko na me deɛ wakɔyɛ amansan nyinaa ɛkyerɛkyerɛfoɔ mesuban ɛna mede kyerɛ nipa su a meyɛ nti sɛ wei aba na ɛyɛ sɛ mesi piw na mekyekyerɛ me werɛ na nea ɛyɛ sɛ meyɛ ma meyere wɔ asase so nyinaa meware ne yie maanyɛ ne bɔne da nti ɔno nso anyɛ me bɔne da nti so ɛnyɛ ne baabi kɔ a na ɛyɛ sɛ nea mɛka ne sɛ ɔna yie ɔyere pa da yie daakye biara no nso no sɛ ɛnyɛ yɛn na ɔbɛba bɛhyia yɛn wɔ asase so a yɛn bɛkɔ akɔtoa no wɔ Asamado Into my son Kakra Mekan, within the Samuel J. Safo.
You Uncle Samuel J. Safo and Obama near say ne ho kani afiri mu covid yi aka ne ho kani ama wafiri mu na mama musa board chairman question kakra wa ha board chairman
yeah me papa
asem we Ghana asem ne si ya na say amanane asem
esi koforidia Ghana
Ghana oh okay
koforidia
ana said ya work na so ko maybe a ye promote no call ye no okọ na omukra de omonte say odogo bi nu abe
omonte so odogo bi nu abe o
I see
enti ye mo amodwen say ade no enye no kra no ebi na aba beto hosisi ai we dey be me pa because my contact mo nyina mo nim no aye prof oba abaye ncheche wo radio so ono na wo fa ire na efrim sisi ai nti nyina ye hwe ho so yi pa
good said ye di kan any board chairman bon komo no ono wadi kan wo first vaccine no aka say bosome mi ensantem na aba second one me boa
yeah
na say one way or the other no wa bon ho ban kakra na ade ba ko a wo se ye hye ne nso ene say wo vaccine na eno nkire say wonama umo ho ban bio da bi nya sa na kire wo vaccine na all the protocols na wo say ufulu no wo so ye de be wo koswa na ufulu eno nkire say wa vaccine ntino eno ano onhye mask bi onya hwi bi o ntino me sure say board chairman omokan no so kire no say wonya de be onkoswa embo no ho ban kama yentie fire say fire wo question bi de ma board chairman wo enkoma woni yedi ho a me nim say Finland bibi asema board chairman be kan ye no bi a opeso ka bi a yema na ka bi ansa na we move on to enkoma aka no fire
Baba, that's it. Bochama, Edanasi. Na, metin say, more for Chumberma say, Baba, no, Bobby, na, emide, since no refugees, no. Na, you knew, no, ni, a man for Mutiano, Obinia, Irish Shimbi, Ewo, Yobeno, Yamin Chadie, Bochama, Dikine, Bobby, Edanas, Papa. I was a kukudro no odi ayesa no yedim se bibia beko kama conspiracy bebree na I build over this uti me ayro wakame and then see Tuesday mean to me enkomanim kakra miti yenu ano amane bona animpo no there is a lot of inconsistency in amane bono do bebia ko menko nko hospital ni sani manum punso no ya na emu abibre but ye de no betu nchen ni aka board chairman asem ba ko kan mu a politically no ya be kan o ha no a testimony that we need to force our government to do much for our people on say susan enye krasi tu no ka se nkrofo mo no mo nte se dogo bi nu abe papa what ye
meti
no, but you're not TV. So, what are you doing? You are putting the life of the people, you are putting politics ahead of public health. What the Amayansem AD Apomudinanim? I am suicidal. Yeah, your man penny, you know, what the Amayansem NAD healthcare nim. What can you see? I'm for cocoa pie. Sadie we second we abano etumi kunkoda with these figures na ekos na there be more thing. A time has come, they have to go. Make on but I'm baby question I loloyo Friday no take offense say why I say me taking the pastor papa me kind tie top pastor in the country. What commanded Mahama Mbreso $1 a mafo? Now you know, tie You foul spirit, you are hereby denied access to cross the borders of Ghana and the nations of Africa by the power in Jesus Christ. About here.
Me Ethiopia also.
We a book no, but for the abroad. We us for the Google a book divinity by the divine authority a title of a book and or the prayer. You see, by the divine authority, I command the spirit behind coronavirus be arrested in the name of Jesus. See, attack religion. I had been cocoa pie. Into congregational go on. Look at the number. They will perceive and believe that this virus is spiritual. How would they adhere? Even if the government is doing teaching, they will adhere to what the government is saying. How would they trust like what time I trust here, Wakobon the vaccination? Because you are telling them that the thing is spiritual. Me can't quite say okakrati. Ulolo yonsuti. I say, we command divine healing. All those afflicted by this virus in the name of Jesus. We cancel every veil, every conspiracy. Inti okachre na tiafo that big congregation say a conspiracy. Well, religion ama nyema bebre away memuno akachire. Papa, look at inti President Clinton. I know bekasa mami bi betonyom. Muna muni munyum. Your friend say, Professor, manamuni di mami.
Mami be na o kana semi.
Oh, President Clinton, no bet obe my speech bi ade senia says na na do betonyom a da na samatonyom. Na obe bi tonyom. O nyom ba ko ni I will love you. Fire.
Whitney Houston ana.
Me da say. Obama nso ba ye obe bi so betonyom. Okọ South Africa. Obama South Africa artist obey ebetonyom. Anado. The princess ya misro. Sanado once a funky man minimum pa. Okasa shatawali metonyom a. Who say youth no money budget. But do you know criticism or obefisi? But sadana sa mama born you dia. Hallelujah nka yakopon. Papa tie. Hwe. Yaman penny update. Etoso 23. Or see beaches, nightclub, cinema, and pubs. Yantum. These are all economic ventures. Or see yantum. Churches are still operating. You see how the hotel, you have Britain, churches, funeral, wedding, close. Even school, yeah, they are close. First thing I would Jimmy here, will be your school. Or be a teacher for there be close. But because of religion, because majority of our people believe in Christianity and Islam, inti leader no only boss would say on be fire no. For that matter, beach a one from our bo natural no ya band mamo bianco beach cinema mamo bianco. They can I answer your hall. They can also do the same protocol ya band and no idea economic activity about ya band in recession like this. Adia nipa at the transfer in economics and entertainment. Ya bound. Kaya yumpo uhuamane. Churches are operating.
All right. You fire. So busa bochema question. Busa
Papa bochema mama obun for me. On se fire there. Ya na madwen no ebuboso. Misra wo we ya waye no eno ano no. 1 week later, me person be honest. Ebe kire otiefo we are board onye nipa katoa. Say ade ehia mo wiase referred by Philosophies for bonye any exercise. Misra 1 week later be catch him say ubi bia boso. Nti enye anya is serious.
Fire.
One in Yami. Say 1 week later, I'm also me fire. Forget it, Mammy won't go.
Okay, all right. You go.
Makinka will be busy as a so called a vaccine now by gay.
In the board, as I'm at Namadia no, and for that, cattle fire, my ass, my bread, my
Iran, Ayatollah say, Iran, Ayatollah, or say, who vaccine now by gay. Get ready.
You, I said, we did a na fire there too anymore.
No problem. No problem.
Because there's a fire. On person or better say, while Brad and Yajuma, and person you will.
No, say. Well, I party idea we. Nothing to think of fire. I am a TV.
I see.
You know, my father.
Yo, yate. Thank you very much. Now, my mary has a baby person who busa board chairman question because the board chairman per se Ujana Kakra and San Wasaba. And Bibi Finland, Bamaso.
I join us here, Papa.
Good. Seboko dear.
Hello?
What's your anchor?
Chris Wadaruma.
Good.
It's on Kappa.
You. Boche, I say, when I was so busy, maybe one I say,
question can be person me busa na fire busa.
Hey.
Question na me person busa na fire busa.
Question yeah. Say exercise question, you know. I don't know.
Na person busa na or ene no koye na say.
Ene ya no koye.
Aha, no ana na me person busa.
Okay.
Ane ye betwen kakra.
Ye betwen kakra, so okay. Ene
so pass test ni dia na kwena. Na just a condom.
And I go good. And I'm for sale 1 month, 1 week, and I say 2 weeks in 10 months. Nah, with you, just to let a team for Ehuno. Maybe that and come any Dr. Docas and Dr. Susan AD, you know. And you know me and Sam, one bass and Samantha. Omo and Senina, no, you're Ghana for Omunina, our Omo vaccine nibi. Dr. Docas, a GP. And Dr. Susan, no ye pediatrician. Na omunyina and Samantha, omi and Senina, our vaccine be warrior and say 2 months around Tamoya Bay. In ye, you know, they give us that assurance.
Mammy,
Casa, baby, Casa.
And I make us one time now. My wife be some conspiracy theory near the academic camp. Them say, I'm in any argument to be a. And I'm a catcher and say, I dear, I will come once and one who crowd over what jammy.
Sir,
I feel one over catcher and say, your friend is woman. Your friend say, oh, a more L. Dabintino. Your father did count as me catcher. So I drew a bit out those. Say where they are Obo. So I say at the end of the year
well, Memendano, doctor for
something about
Memendano, doctor for no my who say say your fro say brabewa you should count yourself among the lucky ones, you know. So, you should count yourself among the lucky ones. It's not say, making kind say Ghana, dear no. Almost a vaccine be crowd qua. On the opposite of what is happening here in the United Kingdom. On say fire Hano or more war vulnerables, no. So, and or more some conditions be na say at the end can more consequences into no almost was anchor for no, but making kind I don't know say a official yeah almost say Ghana no was sampling for nibi there be young way into no what baby I Ghana for never share the national a completely opposite of what they are doing here in the United Kingdom. And I don't know the sign.
I think it's in order. One say since I was the first one say and Kankoda. But here Friday, Thursday, no Friday report about Accra, any part of Eastern region, Kodabi Bre Achomana. Then it's paramount say the government, and I like the decision, if it's government decision, say about Kodane Ma first. Well, into your one Kodane Ma first, then answer now about Kodane Ma first. No, I think those frontline for no nurses and those people no will come first. Then the next out of it no will be kids in the schools, and then especially and share mask. Well, share mask no. You have bomb. If we are near bomb phone, and sana any other person in Ghana should get it.
Okay.
Okay. I think that the government yes had a perfect decision.
Okay. All right. Let's just say.
But one thing is Ghana for no so be a obeka so no munyano. Because I don't know what to say. Yes, I think the nipa bebrabo mutrim so monye. Nipa bebre omabo mutrim papa so monye. And say understand the new form to the state say at the end the we come America yes we the African for there and yes we the we Europe. They don't understand say be our temperature near there. It's like man for kasa especially a so for no ebi mo so dia hye sorry man bi trim to ho enti ayen sem bebre but one thing is areho asem ya na yeti areho because obi otu baby na obi dia be say areho enti so obi so onye a bunya na ise ne ye bibi tuna so no ana ayede akofa ba enti no omo ba wo ye ba because ade no kura no ne boarding so ho enti no say o mine ha boka akofa ba ne ezi ye be wo onwa ye nyaawo ye wone sa so yare ne timi because say I go see hospital okra na abo apisu a ebi mu kura nya be ndai so ho enti say wo ye wo ye kakabin them could take sabi me decision bi na obi ko fa be na onu abusiafo mu ko dadwa mu a na just say you can never even forgive yourself say bi a wanwu a so ho enti I don't know asofo no me say the way I can so ho enti Ghana no mo pre ohun bi me kra de me ka zenka ni kwa zo mo to aba o mo ngo ye nyina tie be hu de be sie no matter how much you explain things but so be so on wa munya no
okay all right
but to no be no answer
all right
fire
bremu briefly na
what kind article be or write to me by papaya obey program was
Brother Ishmael
Brother Ishmael and I think that government started and the response tend to be lower. That strategy or plan should be implemented. Ukojum, uni maska, region, utikemu, na yastopo kano, na kano, obitim, uni maska, memono, kano, onko baby oko, or returning. And the passengers will ensure so afokano, be abafubiano, or mask, because compensate by returning kano. Ukojum, uni mask, any last 2 months. Now me call Sainsbury's. You got fuel. Now on the way I automatic. So to make me to a pump. But normally me cook your sintina me press here. Into me buye me mask. Esa me came. Me do one get no. You can't come in. So there's nobody else. No. Whether there's somebody or not, you need to put on your mask. Once you assign me. Say me need to me came and come watch them. And I'm going to me came. With this, people say we need vaccination. Fine, that is your body. But protocols, no, need to be strictly enforced. About how they know.
That's it.
Mamia, yetin asem na said waka baby no. We name a be on protecting whom, but those around her non protect on. Now, I could go. Well, indeed, I think say apart from education, you know, with such reasonable implementation by brother Ishmael, it will help to reduce it. Me who market be or elemble, maybe I'm if you know. A big market. About thousands of the people say, Obi any war should be. It's serious. Obi any was big market. They are just doing like nothing have happened. On take maybe
you on
a quick one, Senka. Sorry, no, Mr. Wa. I'm sorry, no, I see Omu Yenya Juma Dunyamia. And the best thing is sorry, no, Zen Komu breaky. Because you should not consider Yamu Bikobiaba and TNC and Quasori. The first one Quasori 1 year, Krana, it does not take your goal from you. But in any situation, I won't. Or my sorry, a business. Say, you break out here, Nipa, ya for my Jumama, in Yakatriamo, or Monidoso. So, and Tichina, a bunny becasano, or Muchinchimnesa. Almost started threatening. Because, sorry, now, Ubo Max, now, I'm to you near Sun, you create near change mice. Easy to get. So, Enna, a beamuso. As a gun of one, Max, as a Max near 100% secured. But the way we use Max, no, but maybe be a 2% they usually well. Ubu be use a 3 days cry. Which is a ye not then say room may say because of say me and fat any moment when I know it be a 30 minutes without touching it in a menu. So, ain't it? The way I use it, but I say, ye Casanwa man, I say, no 100% secure thing. Oh, there will be a ne baby ne bonabogiase, Ubu Cranet Tarenano. So, ain't it? I think they are sorry in Comuba Bois, Montias and Montrafi. You can, we are sorry, you can also compare yourselves, and Yamu Eco into Yancy and Kui and a football crab into Yancy. Mona Mose set a good example. So, but at the end of my any business, a very big business and Kofobi Brayer Juma.
Before and after. Before and after.
More transia. More transia. A lot of problem.
Okay.
Omu
You.
But may I blame the people and say, I wouldn't say situation we were me call her and I may call wedding. Ubi Brianna, me call be birthday party. A mocha crab in your deed. Situation way na me call party, me call ye, me call a man car and a man car. Ya because me say, man car, but Ukona Kotiba not be you a bush for. Who blame you? So, and a man car and a man. I blame the people. At the end of the situation, you have to go to football stadium to watch football, and you probably brave. Because of past, I make Juma more minimum year Juma cry, you meet either. I check, you wish you are not to care no months, no months as no be a combat. So, the point Juma very fee. But I blame the people also. This say, I say, as we are in the situation, managing animals are even far easier than managing people. Nipa ekazachira wa utiwa essences. You cannot even ultimate crowd. Hamada and mwadi e come wishe bu mu bezukura no ado okino. But nipa no there be. Nipa bebre omwane ko obiza me ko birthday party na mkonya bi. Woman bi oye adwuma kama just say it's also a big woman. Odin birthday party wo. If I swear what you say. You move unnecessary.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Say Ghana Kumasi Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Young Professor Bako Honoma on na LED wɔn a ɔmo ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ deɛ baako bi wɔ hɔnom ɔmo yɛ something on the vaccine ɛwɔ Komfanochi Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, one pharmacologist na ɔno nso last week ana the same COVID yɛ deɛ bɛyɛ ebi kan no ama ɔno nso ayɛ deɛ bɛyɛ ɔno nso afrim just under 60 years professor ɔno nso yɛ deɛ bɛyɛ ɛkɔ nti they say no deɛ many people are getting the disease, and many people are your numbers no kwa na de cost. Some people are even saying say figures now omo de my no enye no kre a bit me abrosa among so many other things, but the bottom line is ade no apagya ne mu enti no so obi aye de be ehwe ne ho yie enkoma ye ne board chairman di earlier on no e kire say ene wodi kan akọwọ ne de im say apart from Dr. Ajingu obeka kire say ono akọwọ ne de no I think say doc ba obama yehu say owie no so the doc de 1 week kura de be aba nti mo a mo pese mo hu say ade ne ye adwuma no Dr. Jingo ba na mo busa no say ba owie no 1 week na twam no bibia da ne kwan mu kama
Dr. Jingo obeka romance or the befa romance me doctor then boy chama
so we dey obusa ne say ye adwuma keke o to ba bra de
why do the Jingo even because you were born bad.
You yentie bombardie bia na owo kakra kan efa de because on so very very keen ewo saade we hu on my update every now and then ewo A24 radio WhatsApp platform hono nti yentie ono so de bi kra na ono so kra wawo ne de wa America hono bombardie ho
baba
na impom to say
ya no me o chika iba fue epeme akapito kromye nya be kumbio owo ya obisi mitada koshia mitade kwabna wobua krawati auza forces re obiara bewo yenya duka daya oda seni yebe we free we asimu ene owuda wo maye owaye madie bene owuda wo maye no ene sinsi ye chebe me owuda wo maye no oni party said yebe oni party se kosia ebo poma yensisa na ya ka se nipa ho oni pan se hwe papa ye kromo maniemu nesu ye kromo odion ye kromo maniemu nesu ye kromo odion oti fa kwa oti wadi eso ohia na me tu bata chebeko obako ko pesika obra ya bona wan foso ye kwajawo make kuma so se efie dio efie nya dia make na kwa kofie dada okwantuni ohia me tu bata asase ichinifu yewu bebi amusie akwa tia owo biada owo efie nye bontinye maike onyani bebi a omarinko chama mi chiao neye brada si neye meda entina me bonyo no kwabna oti kwabna che wa ha ni aka se me yem ho yi ne ho yi eti pa chiao na machia ye bocha ma miaminya bibi Finland on also represented Ghana for Finland now one say na party for Ghana if an eagle Ghanaians living everywhere and yeah dey beba no police and almost some register eligible Ghanaians so area sapa na nyina no omukọ Finland that's a baby only do citizens ba you marriage register na ka ho some say wawo ba na motum nyina fu into obro 18 papa area maybe again ni any so called Afghanistan Sakra bon se Ghana ni wo me dem kidi sa any Greenland ni Iceland enti Ghana for mutia control na muchem na machem ya minya penny aha original burger kwabna agreement eye adeto odihye na dinkran so odikro no one ne ene ne mane nana no ese nyame ahira mu ye de obronsan be bia nya bia ya kwese nkurabalo ni hu se fi nyakopon onim ma enti de waka no so bebem da papa ya chia bobu bebia professor emeritus obia no mechia no fire chief eja papa eja se metene ka che bebia obia no ma yentene nka ze bebia wo hye no yetene ka che na oye one of the boys are yetin de bia na machia princess ajagba onso Australia samri mse wada na na dwena masora ho machia na me so me hwe Australia open no papa ewiase nwanwa se nyakopa hye ewiase no onso America ye na last people yeda enti ade achi America na onso so Australia onso so just say almost prime time be 9 pm 10 pm onso so ehwe eyi no na me so ho machi ma sorry a mesu meni nyina meni kumsu mehwe eyi kakra tennis kakra na da na mahwe na kakra na boho be se ya ba be 2 am mo so ya ti sa na wi asentie sa me menu ka se abo 11:15 pm ye America memu em se Ghana so abo be se bia mo no mutam nya pe dia abo be 4:16 na bibisa uko Vanuatu ni ye Tasmania ni ye Tonga Islands ni dia sa me kwa de omo ya danisa enti sa na wiase te ni nyina no so wiase na nya de atwon bia ebekọ round papa na mo ka covid ho aseme
I said but chema wako first one so I could take first dose no
that's it papa said ya ka ho asema ene de besam ka say yesua hu no mpi ye virus no to de bia na enkopo see virus no ne disease no na FMB antigens and pathogens and ma yareba nti covid dey o na disease no ba nemu aboa na o de yare ne ba no ene fe no SARS-CoV-2 and di no SARS no mu nyina busua ba ko yes respiratory diseases no anenya ba ko ene flu no nti mu nyina mu ye SARS na emu CoV-2 ni che genetic code ya mano say zoonotic disease ka zoonotic as a free aboa ho na be nipa mu aboa bia won ya de aboa to aboa na onipa to onipa na mmom say aboa yare affect aboa no etimi jambe ko nipa ho eno na ma sisi no asem na aye critical no send nipa nya diarrhea yenye ni nipa efi nipa na ma nipa nya diarrhea ene wandi hunya na mmom aboa no otini baby owo mo ho ena ye enumude no yakọwi bia asese no aba me nyanya sa ye hu se pangolins ena bat ne yi wonu se izo uhwe fuche ne zo a wo biology a efiwe na kowi enti ye abon sakosi ampine ni pangolins no o won so pa ampine eni e wokọ ye China for roofs no ampine vibration no mo wi omo oni pa nso pe wo worry ha na nemu yende set time of China for no onso kwa wi abo snake na neso marry ya abo no so aka ho na yenso kwa wi owo no so abaye mu enti sisi no ama ye military system na ye fan immune system no odi arewo cause ohun yare bi da yare bebre wo wi as millions of diseases immune system why there wa code wa recording nyina to enti enka na ka wonya malaria na yeni ho yenti na mbakon ba Ghana no na South Africa mu we no malaria I think it's a Spanish name and a Latin name bad air malaria area ni na man to say bad it on bam say dey be inflammation say yare na no mu say no mu say can say plasmodium no na akosina mosquito no mu na otwe moja no so no wa saliva no aba ye system a ye nya yare no enti na se de ekodu no papa se oba America ye de bia no se yare no enipa be se I think se be 5 million en enye bie emu be se 400,000 de brewu sisi ano even though ye wo vaccine no so na yare na ntwe bia enkopa vaccine no mo na je se ade no na edido mo system wa che obu a wo compromise immune system dada enti ono affect cancer no terrible disease a one thing in a wisdom no a kelly or across Ghana any Togo in Yantaqua, Nigeria for Becca, Nigeria for crop population bet 20 million, Ghana 30 million. It has a 30 million quiet fight in Nigeria, Ghana answer. Sana, I'll say, Yadiano, and Nuntina make us a Yareno, COVID, the better Yarabi breed. And yes, necessary say Yadina Cassana, a Becumo. Name so Banas one Cassano. Who are Yadibia now, soldiers, Munibia, and your old Jubilee House, and will be able to name Muno. Say, Ocean, who is here, and say, bar, or at least no, waiting me, as sustain a soldiers of more Togo, Africus, and Burkina into a background, who sell a war in our soldiers of the fighting. Name and company signs or ballroom, who say, ah, one can say, you know, where the crowd want to put them, we know, so we need here, and yet, a better pen home. And nothing as is a Macase, they do not be a bit many, enemy, will bit mark, but double mark. Single marks, whatever box, but at least still, I know. It is better to be safe than to be sorry. Until the end, Cassa, a tipaedro, until the Forticobo, a dream, Necotum Parasita with Debbie. Name say Tipaena Casabadia. Now a cotton parasita when I saw on Parasita and Son of Paina, now say a drug abuse. Papa Yako Ghana, say a year, the Dahono, a year, a Nipa, any BCC. I'm the because Ghana the end we here mean them into Biakis America there so with Ghana na so tie no do compare America there me say na yenum say yi gari no because gali onka gari kra yenum tie de ya jatum nyame do man so ye wo vaccine no enti say wo Ghana wo anka vaccine no nyanya bi won so de compare say na ye de do so I find ye de do so because America no enye one state 50 states and ya kabum na be United States of America into we de ne de ba na we de kabuma na nyina ne ko ije de fancy ye de share a Johns Hopkins University Hospital say omo hwe sade ntino obi a report one report here o ye private clinic o ye private laboratory o ye come one report here enu kwa felony obit makodem enti ze Ghana de na enanu na agofa de kache say na private labs or some report and so ja ye be fana sa the papa as na me no ka say there as a human being in the order of John Mahama no Nipa 6,098 and NAB active cases. Active cases they are recorded no. One ewu 482 and ewu. One wa recover near the Sajo Monson 65,583. And our cases in Abuma 73,003 cases, 70,000 cases according to the Director General of Ghana Health Service no. Or say in average, 700 average, two strike average. Now, we can say all that in an so divide whatever. And that's every day, 720. And I could say the trim 700. Now, a year and Monday so 700 and then 700. And you can now the 7 weeks now strike average, and that's average in Bema best 720. And that is Papa easy. And easy say every day be any pass every week pandemic say 675 new cases and which is approximately about 700. Na Papa say the abano yasem and they say be a washer wa control na me the better say schools no do kwa no munyi bi schools no do no munyi bi the latest people munyi bi no girls could be Papa mo so there.
Oh, so the any tea, cause why? Cause means me no faka.
Girls school be a war. We find Legacy Girls College. It's a Mankwa school, Legacy Girls College. We show more motto make your mark, leave a legacy. School no Eastern Region, Akuse Eastern Region, minimum honum. Akuse, I think say you war Ghana Bank, Ghana Workers Program. Is one of their antenna and it's one. Akusi Eastern Region, Legacy Girls, and then the say uncle take 55 samples, any part 13, and Mar 13, and then ye uncle Tesson Gucci Memorial Institute, and Mose or Manyabi. And Papa, next 13 and ye who say, Minim Somunia borders there, maybe or more borders there, Necabecca Sabia, or Muniano, or Bancasa quarantine that I have to be checked because or more board or Munkofi, name of Sabia, day school there. That's a 13 no man you know what would say multiplying effect in the baby or no more men papa Unse Ghana fie just imagine Ghana household a dan back nipa bed papa ne 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 ma bed 7 ebi hye mpaase ebi dan konya se ebi hye TV echi ebi hye curtains ebi kwada papa ne mami finfin obesori ne ne bete na ye yi nesi you know ne mami echi na ne papa ne mami na omudi do kakra that's the problem I faces here since it has moved from outside coming and the core community, kind of spread. And this is the every rural household. Let's just say we are having a microcosm. I could say the bigger share, and you are quite a Uhani, a union, and as a Jane, and also a union, a Cassia, Uhani, and Neketwa. It is the core, like a nuclear reactor. Oh, atomic bomb. No, I didn't see man, I didn't know a Kunipamono. It is here to the inner danger zone, like the core of the sun, core, a Uyani. Inside no and that or showing what and yet the wound about until once I affected family families will extend and nuclear papa and man nuclear the moment of share the neighbors Busabian will be because papa or one crown and crowns about one one obey wafer and one obey so and any problems is a woman and new me two say this 18 week make I say na me therefore any or chance man kasa di o mami e 3 points o pia manifesto or bonny double marks and a single mark but blue me a year I did because you say a max name max no our max or ban what to be you need to touching or couldn't see max a human so much any the edge na a taking a bit mass can name men stop starting in some Oba wa ho sakakra bibia we bia and bibia the max that one very very important ye hu sa and you say circulation air condition warm tatan air condition to usha omo mu nyina inside sikafo na se bia omo tete omo ye white collar jobs no omo tete air condition air con no circulation ejina baby ejina na permanent kwa bonten ejina wa cause in and out the garbage it ye no sas ko air conditioner unit no ma na from no wasa bona ma no wasa home no wasa or you do it in and out no what's the next sa na mu se bia ka obi on poba kakra na from afem no na bi kwa bonten na ehwe bi gu na bi su verses in barsa na nti papa samre no you share more about virus no ya the bacilla no unfortunately no the unknowns are still more than the knowns na sisi ya no you hu say variation dey bring about na me da to control radio wo hwe variation one kasa money South Africa for na sisi mo competition na ye hu say variations aba no ba ko a wasa UK mkromo ye fen B117 ma to the Kent variant no onini ni a was South Africa variant ye fen 501 B2 variant no no makabom omo nko a sa 2 variants no omo change omo 20 genetic changes from the original no ma me na ankasa ye wo no SARS-CoV-2 no oba no wo hu sebese ku no it one so ne nya no aye de adiafra ebia ye ebia go through ebia pen binary fission ne binary fusion o makeka bom o ma wo eti amma you know mus the unity strength to the United States of America ye wo Russia Federation ye nyina yi to government and Ghana no say ye nyina regis yan ka bom no mus mus da bi ye ka bom a ne ye mix ye ho a it would do strength back the weakness back near yes SWOT analysis is strength weakness and near stress acquire into almost so you be abwana or very very intelligent 18 to see permission 20 genetic changes to now dear bakwa very cause problem primary we are saying South Africa variant in the penny E4 E4 84K nickname your friend are shifting one just say and can know what also the surface of the spike protein goes on say vaccine and I say test no either say yes P whatever test na and no yeah test say be say who say a bit me the virus itself and sana what call I can say antigen or no looking for the proteins of the virus the presence of the proteins of virus antigen and sana why serology test no any friend antibody test no you take blood sample it a one who sounds was sunny so quite test na o kono na and the surface na we say e omo this is baby omo no use onye e this o ko use be area na say adefofo and this shape shifting makes it harder for the immune system to recognize and destroy the virus.
I see.
So it is the papa Now, Kakra one door say, can we expect more dangerous variants to evolve more quickly? Into almost say a bit mabasa. The moment of maximum danger may come within the next few months when a larger number of people have been infected or vaccinated, but many still remain unprotected. Papa say, in your head immunity, no. Say, Kobian, about at least 70% of the population need vaccinated. Yeah, need many head immunity now. Na papa ye be bregu because America kwa woni na Canada kwa woni na still an comfort travel ye Americans may be protected but still no ensan say other side no intimi enya enough vaccines omo ever said ye ye nyina because you see in katia ba kwa enya no ene say in katia de dodo nyina or say how quickly can vaccines be adapted to a new variant and to say Moderna and if I say they will need or say we need a new booster tailored to target the 501v2 strain after it discovered that its vaccine elicited antibody levels 6 times lower for the variant than for the earlier strains. And it says the Moderna now here you know and Pfizer no we say for the new variant especially 501v2 strain no almost antibodies are creating 6 times lower. They just say reducing the potency of the vaccine for Abua variant. Okay. Papa kakra long immediate one will be any time na onko kenken bi na sisi no ye was South Africa variant ye UK variant any Brazilian variant any the original one na no any ye gina so ye vaccine no enti ye bi se vaccine no akwai se di wo wo so abenkwan no ye mafufu ne mum se abenkwan no wo tu di odidi mutu ma na ye yi a en na sisi no anas enye mutu di different rice fufu ni nyani abetie ha enti ye hwesa abenkwan no we did fufu na say da so did abetie so be da na en na sisi adane science no adwendwen na se papa kakra betimi aka fa ho me da se bi
yes ya da se pa yes ya da se Angelo or say papa most of the people have been indoctrinated to believe the vaccine has got to do with the Antichrist 666. Most of these video messages came from our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Most of them have accused Bill Gates and others as the brains behind COVID-19 to depopulate Africans. Please tell Bibi no church is allowed to operate without mask, without members having the mask on. But they take it off after service. It is worst in public transport, trotro, because people still don't believe in COVID-19 because those dying are high-profile people. Yo, Angelo, thank you very much for that. Ma yenti obosomfo, yenti obosomfo, yenti urabi, ene ebaye no. And share dan NTC highway no so visa say nam local rules na NTC highway no so but even local rules no someone here can ho no very very important yenti obosomfo owi a ye beko ora Joseph Abbey eso obosomfo oti enka bama so obosomfo nyanya ready ene ye ma ora Abbey mre Abbey emeka bi Abbey bama so Abbey oh
yeah, Baba.
Bamaso.
Mr. Samuakwa. Why are you laughing? You call my name anyhow you want.
If that be what they see for the screen top. So I they mention your name.
You too, the same day they see.
You carry on, okay? You Abbey Sammy you know they worry me.
Abbey
yes, yeah, fire.
Now listen, Papa is the speaker. So let's agree if you're in parliament. You can't say Agbangbagun. You have to say honorable right speaker.
Yeah, fire.
So his speaker name here is Papa.
You brought a very nice name. Yeah, you brought up a very nice name, important name. Look, this COVID thing we are talking about, fire, you know, they say in tree, agrobe so a franopa. No, be so.
That's so.
Okay. So since Bagbin came to power, which Agro has saw. We expect this man to stamp his authority and bring about change. How many days now has he been in his role? We have a 100-day threshold. How many days has he spent in the role?
100 days. We need to proper exam in 100 days.
Look,
that is the truth.
The man is just following the status quo. So that is why I'm telling you people, nothing will change.
Like what?
And this man has a very nice opportunity to show us what is in the pipeline by him. The fact that he's saying the MPs who have got COVID, if they don't do this thing, I'm going to publish their name. It's the status quo, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with you perfectly. To me, it's a failure. But
you understand?
Statement, it's a failure.
It's just do something unless yes, change is coming.
I agree with you.
And this is how we manage ourselves. People who are supposed to set examples for everyone to fear that, hey, if these people are doing this to themselves, then who am I? But you are warning them.
So in that case, let us say he has details of the very ones who should stay home. Yes, sir.
But you and me, we the citizens, we don't care what list he's got to. We only care about the actions he's taking.
On said the OC say obe publish or mudin. Oh.
That is what he said.
Let's just say he onim wow.
Onim. Into a public relation gimmick. Into Nankaya say, oh, member, just write them letter or email. Report at the Abraham when you be a ma until say another report say you are now negative. Oh, member, Uba, Mamiacho. That is a leader. Well, and then I become. Into me on Metis answer also be Diagro. You don't need to come and tell the public say, wow, I say dog, obiwo a dime. Now I throw beware of dog. What are you doing?
So if me as a citizen visiting Parliament House and he goes to know that I have COVID, is that how he's going to tell the people there?
So the
No, Papa. When we say change, when we look, we will see change when we see it. These ones are not change. Stop your authority unless say yes, this man, But people have praised this man. People have said you publish their names. Do we care which names you publish? We have a problem. Yeah. Oyibo, look, the one who is laughing and is drinking, going to pub with you is the one who will mess you up. He will mess you up 1 minute. The second minute he's talking to you. Mm-hmm. Look, I used to have a colleague, Adam. One day I was going to work and my train was running late. So I phoned this guy to tell him, we work in the same thing. Oh, tell my boss that I'm running late. But when I phoned the guy, hey, don't call me. I was so surprised. When I go to work, by the time I tap my thing, the guy was also coming late. And when he arrived at the entrance, this guy was talking to me as if nothing has happened. I look at that guy. I just look, the way I look at him, he stopped. Instead of him telling me I'm running late, this guy said, don't call me.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting.
Yes.
To me, especially every now and then, normal.
Because these guys are your colleagues. You are at par with them, and we are looking up. to set good examples.
Papa, also there's a good quality in it. They don't hold allegiance.
Oh, at all.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
A very good thing. But Ghana for be brain say we yes we need papa.
Say Abi Jane say Abrante ne yes no nyini papa. Ana yes
Na this what no.
You think this one be normal?
You Abi K unia K wa call first first vaccine no. So wa call ama say my narration as to said the idea no baby I will call you no said yeah controls ɛwɔ hɔ nom bibia yɛ kama kyɛ sɛ no will boost to amount for confidence sɛ ɔmbɛtumi akɔwɔ vaccine no kama ana sɛdeɛ onim no yɛnuanom bebree ɛnso dwen sɛ saa vaccine yi no it has something to do with 666 no sɛ memende ɛtwa mu no doctors no ɛka ho asɛm ɛkyerɛ yɛ Angelo Edibia Besoso say yenuanum bebre they have been indoctrinated to think say this is a mark of the beast, and also yenuanum bebre so trouble Bill Gates na say for say sankrofo no 1% omu depopulate Africa. Into ama how people see this vaccine and yare no based on their perception no cause so much trouble, right? It say Oshe or my Ghana as a matter of fact. Mekai bia enena a year or one champon see in the position either be assasa because the 31st whole baby no or one call 31st night I saw no it will come as it was will call honum no there mask is and be a crying dear bay. In sa ɛwɔ hɔ no but say the position na there be asesa enye bia say board chairman akɔ woni de yi no we benya confidence they say omo frɛ wo say bra na nso bɛ wa nso wo bɛkɔ ana.
Yes, so Basmali I'll go. Okay. But let me say two things. K describe the environment. Papa Smiley, you know, when sometimes you are sick and you go to hospital, the environment of the hospital itself can make you feel either comfortable or better, or can make you feel worse. Do you understand? You go to some hospitals and you see the equipment and you see the demeanor of the doctor. Look, I mean, you feel comfortable.
Relieved, psychologically.
Exactly. Right. Do you understand? So, I mean, when some of us, when we talk about, things, the physical structure will be there. But when you approach it, my friend, you will not feel comfortable. It's all up to the quality we are talking about. So, I mean, Papa Smiley, yes, I know if you say K, at least I know one or two people who have also taken the injection. So, well, if they give me, if it is my turn, I'll go and do it. And as I was telling you this afternoon, the only thing we are praying or wishing against is this. 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line, they don't come and tell us, hey, the medicine, we left some small pin be inside, and the pin has released some poison into the thing. Do you understand? That is all what we are looking for. We are not expecting. Papa Pasmali, look, those people buy into, you know, the CCC thing they are talking about. You know where originally it started, or what it was originally referred to.
Say near Antichrist, Anna.
Papa Smiley, the internet.
Oh.
Do you understand? It was the internet that they initially referred to as the 616. So all these Africans and Ghanaians, Turkeys, this. If they are using internet and Facebook and all those things, the 666 they are using. Because we Africans or these people who are vulnerable don't think through things. If you look at Trump's followers and so on, most of them have bought into these conspiracies. You are using internet. You are sitting on Facebook 24 hours. You are sitting on Twitter and this thing. Then you don't know you are playing with us. Is this thing? Eh? They have to be real, you know. They have to be real. Most of them, they don't even read. The only thing they read is Facebook news or whatever. They don't even know anything apart from that. And they say 999. And we have certain pastors too. I think Pastor Chris is one of the people who are spreading this sort of conspiracy. Do you understand? When you people are supposed to lead people, give them confidence, give them assurance, you are also buying into noise. They boast how many jets, how many aircraft they have. Did they know how those things were made? Eh? Do they know how those things were made? If the people doing those things were invoking any of these things and they are owning it, what was the difference?
Yo, Abi, you better that's it. We the prepper kwem. Why? You better that's it. You better that's it. Now, me say Uncle Body episode kakra we want and sana ya tesi highway no so. Hey, obosonfo, bra mi uncle. Bamaso.
Yeah. Adwen kese papa.
Good.
O frame wo hu.
Me frɛ earlier on no. Yeah, me frɛ.
Na me se credit.
No.
Adwen kese. Na se impom pokode.
Impom de ye pa eye.
Na nanom ase eda obo ade so ase. Se baba adwama bedwafo mechiechia obi biara.
Obi aje so. Why?
Se ai.
Hey,
Amen.
Special one.
Opese oba ebeka djuma. Obeka djuma die ne ho bi nti.
On train crowd opese o sha sisi a. So
ti o se yema no eba. On pijan kosra obeki. Yeah, papa aim say COVID mati bombardia wama se. Mati bombardia se na all my entrenchremu. But I said I am who in you know my church or my junior. I agree fully with everyone. Now church service okay, so we see manipulative philosophies. And Ebiane say share the major activities are me aside from your daily works and errands are running daily now. The major social activity are the amount for a boom and I said that brings crowd together now. It's religious. They are religious activities, churches and the mosque. And I'm even surprised. Now, me be suspended mosque activity, and I say, I feel the omujina jamana. They keep the 2 meters distance with the face mask on, and I say, how? What regulations have been deployed, and I say, given out to the people. We don't deny the fact that religious activities are really bringing people together, whereby authorities are not, imposing any way. Any rules people should follow these safety measures in order to avoid prevention and then also spread. I haven't seen anything like that.
You haven't seen anything like what?
Like say there's been a strict measures and now say rules are like churches, not like the say the general errands and normal day-to-day activities of the people. Now say you should mask up and disinfect yourselves and all that. No, there are events it brings people together. Meaning, sorry, what I want to say in the nation is that I don't know the safety measures that have been strictly imposed upon the churches in Ghana and mosques. If anyone has any, I'm here to know.
They should observe the protocols.
That's it.
That is the normal thing. That's what I'm saying. That this is the normal one they say. But
they
then
need to close down.
Exactly, they should, because these are events that people come together. We all know, even at this stage, you don't need to tell the people that you should. Everybody is aware as at now. But what activities that are people doing that makes somehow virtually breaking the rules? We all know, and media may call the religious activities in the mosques and also in the churches. Do we have anything like that? Say ABR, a buying to me, a soldier form or more Eddie, some me we 15 military officers, Jim Mensa Echo Courts. Now, yet mean deploys same soldier because this is a national security.
Also 15. Now, who didn't come on?
Why?
Men are meeting my come. Every day, Jimmy title.
Is a national security issue. And you say, I'm going to deploy soldier force to every church in every corner in the country. But at least there are some key, with me, I take some churches and now some city now they are your operation. Then it creates awareness, and then people will feel saying, yes, I will say, in Accra, churches in Accra, will deploy soldier for, if they have to even be at the gate and make sure, say, if you're a member and you are coming in now, okay, you have your hand sanitizer, you have your nose masks, and then in the church in the Accra, you ensure that you are seated 2 meters apart. I don't think something like this if something is going on like this, I'm here to be informed.
Now the thing is, on the Bombardier no church United Kingdom government medical advisor or there be only prime minister and we update onya bi prime minister and also there be also onya bi. Science have not been able to tell us the exact. That's what is the problem. It's not about say spacing and ambassador face mask and obi eka face mask and kankramo ma omunya bi eka nsa horo an kankramo ni bi nya bi or horo nsa 15 times or 20 sure horo nsa nso munya bi. It's not about allowing them to go school they need to close it down in Ghana. It's as simple as that. For us,
Uja, I agree, and also it's closing down or shutting down institutions or restricting movements of the people. Would initially cried that was Tibisana Ebaye. No, I don't think there was any limitation or restriction on movements. But say you can say my restrictions of movement, maybe a move, stay in your house now. That would be a perfect means of preventing the spread. But as of now, you sending you can see in school now. That's still crano. It's part of reducing the mitigation in there, but it does not and send a kind of guarantee say students now own to me because it might even be the worst field for the student to stay at home rather than being in school. And a year can schools here can say, as you're saying, they should come now. We can take measures to make sure say we can identify infections or infected persons who go in and from the schools. It's possible to do that. Again, I'm not making about the church now. And to say, if they can put in place testing system, say you testing amount for obi by you're detecting quickly, you're separating and all that. But before then, the detection, the preventive measure to avoid mitigation and say ensuring this distance and also these nose masks. Which I think because at the moment, if you're a career now, you don't even know it until you develop the severe. It's not practical.
Now, airports to test those who are traveling. $150. How will the government have that money to test these students?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Test fee, no, Matty say almost about $50.
$50.
And that's a kid.
Send
It doesn't still make sense. That
let's
test.
assume that we
150.
say will be back school test teacher how even sanitizers near mask in Puno. When you go to the hospital, don't have it, and you are talking about testing. It's impossible. You're vulnerable economically.
So that make us say before even the testing, no, Oja, before the testing, no, you bet me I put in place measures, strict measures. I bet me avoid the spread.
That is what we need to do.
Exactly. That's what. If in the church, no, if the church space takes like every Sunday, it takes like 100. Not only church. Let me church and mosque take every prayer session, no, and our worship session, no, 100 persons. If people are going to sit 2 meters apart, so we reduce the size to 50. And you make sure say, at the gate, you know, if Uber and the circle say heaven, heaven, but the heaven rules, no one can tell me, yeah, okay. And you say Uber journey service, you come early. If we get 50 numbers now, the rest go home. And doing this, no, you are demonstrating to people, say authorities are being responsible and taking measures. Then it emulates, it cuts across. And I think say if they can really, because politicians, I got quite say when it comes to religion, and that is part of the manipulative philosophy, no. When it comes to touching the that's a stepping on the toes of religious bodies now. It's very difficult in our land. We know that in the Western world, it doesn't matter whether you are Muslim or Christian. If something comes up that is of the nation's interest now, they are prepared to deal with everyone. But in Ghana, no, it's like religious bodies are not, they are somehow like
untouchable.
Untouchable. Because they will tag you, say, MPP are buying airtime, sorry for, and not in the propagandists will take advantage of all this. So, but still, we need a leader who would say, this is non-religious, this is non-partisan. We need to take measures that will protect ourselves in the interest of our generation. All right. And yeah, may start mission the next round.
Next round. Yeah, about so what's
because religion, we say that's so extra religion in terms of the topic. Because
when we talk about manipulative philosophies, to be frank with you, it is not only in religion, right?
Yeah. I know that.
It is not only in
but
religion,
we need to at least find some concrete conclusion on religion before we open the doors of the next philosophies. No? Yeah. It was Papa ABNU, National Cathedral. And you were not understanding why religion. Look at there's National Cathedral. What is it born out of? If not money.
My sister, almost workers are returning to site.
Yeah. So where is the idea coming from? Is it not out of manipulation? Philosophy. Why would the president all of a sudden find interest in building a cathedral, the wisdom in building a cathedral with the taxpayers' money?
Instead of hospital
and labs, tech labs. Why? Where is the idea coming from? He's just a victim of manipulative philosophy religiously. But he didn't decide to build a technology lab for students to learn, the scientists, or a farm lab. It's an American. We need on
this one. I'm say quickly. I didn't know a Christopher and so me or Manon can't say a president to say this time in here cathedral and in here hospital.
They are all been manipulated. They are victims of the manipulation. You see, and that is why it's a serious issue. That's why we are dealing with the religion, because. And the media have sat down to analyze. Religion is draining our resources, it's draining our intelligence, it's draining our time, it's draining our money. It's draining us. Just get something to measure what drains the Africans' resources. There is nothing more that drains the Africans' resources than religion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And it's out of manipulation.
I was on for. Yeah, better ask it. All right. Hey,
Abi, Tete.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, Charlie, fine. So if you say we are being manipulated, who is manipulating who?
Abi, are you eating?
Abi,
Papa Kajo no num si ori anu aba.
Abi.
yeah, Abi.
I want to know
Abi,
who
this
is
manipulation was done before we were even born. But some of us, so if you ask me who is manipulating who,
yeah.
in terms of religion, we all know the manipulators, the missionaries who came into our land and forced and convinced some of us to accept their practice, religious practices. And it's something that some of us keep protecting and practicing as of today.
So you think we have been set up like robots?
Yeah, that's some of us, not all of us.
Once they set us up, we can't turn ourselves off again.
Yeah, that's the difficulty some of us have to turn away from. Like, that's the recovery mode. That's why we have this thing on this board now, recovery. So it's like, I don't know, maybe Papa may find the right scenario. So if the robot is set to act in a certain way, then it reaches a time when it has hit its limit or quota, it has to reset itself back to default where it does no longer function. So if that robot was a human being, then it will realize its real purpose in life and takes a different direction.
So you think whoever set us up as robots is sitting somewhere and laughing or manipulating us more?
Yeah, they still continuously have influence in our daily lives. And
but look, I feel it is our stupidity, ourselves.
Some of us, especially our leaders, like Nanado, our president.
Okay. Look at it this way. Why did somebody like Nkrumah, why did somebody like Marcus Garvey, name them the freedom fighter, civil rights leaders in America? Why we were all set up? Why were they not set up?
They were part.
Abi, also you think it's because of what? And am I yes, sir?
Because of what?
You said it is not the manipulation, but it's because of our stupid. Well, you said something like that.
Our stupidities.
Mami Musa, Abi.
Yeah.
What makes someone stupid? Is it something that you flip a coin and then you just from being wise you become stupid, and I say some process and then you grow up and you become that stupid now? Okay,
But Smiley, it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
You follow the process to the extent that the process becomes your way of life.
Okay, and
it becomes normal to you.
Okay, and
which shouldn't be.
And stupidity now. What I say, you go through processes and then you turn out stupid. Me what?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and process.
But within the process.
What the FM kakra? How did we turn out to be this stupid? Said ya usi canon.
Baba Smiley, look, our stupidities are increasing at an increasing rate. If it is stable or if it is reducing, we will say okay. But it is, look, if you look at the way we've managed ourselves up to now, do we all say, I mean, we've learned from any mistakes maybe our forefathers made or something that we are correcting? Rather, we are making it worse and worse and worse every day ourselves. Fine, some people manipulated us from the beginning, and most of us have got the realization, including those who claim to be leading us. But why they cannot turn us away from that thing is where our stupidity is. Baba Smiley, look, can you go to China? That's their Great Wall. Can you just go and pee against that Great Wall? Just pee against the Great Wall. Can you? Can you just pee? Remove your thing and pee against it. Another Chinese will kill you, not the Chinese leadership. Then just oppose it to our world. The same Chinese man comes. He said, this your forest is nice. I want to destroy it. Then the same people will lead you to go and destroy it. What is it not stupidity?
Let's see. All right.
Is it not stupidity? Something that you cannot do in the person who is messing you up's country. You allow that same person to come and do it in your country. And even worse. Do you understand? We were blaming those who enslaved us. Now it is not those who enslave us. Those who enslave us or whatever, everybody has seen that, oh, these people, they are stupid. Let's go and fool them. That's what the Chinese are seeing us. Let's fool these people. Then they are laughing. Quack, 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 quack.
All right. Yeah, Abby, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Option for Anusi, why? For Anusi na.
Okay. Why? Okay. Maybe you can Papa. Oh dear. Yeah, my next one.
All right. Yo, thank you very much. Anyway, yanko main road no so. Na fire. I'm say me can obi nchira akola nyame no. But the no yemfa nto na nyame yad much na yemframa questions and answers version of Bamaso no. So na question I will be episode ne yebobo hu kakra and say what say court hey ango body o
aka me back kakra
sa oh okay ene bra sana ya highway no so why yanko number call there
the mpainfo kana me ka ho kakra
yo yanko
fire covid ne ye ya menua atiasi region mo no o say kwa say sa ayi we na ma tembia ne ye no ma enkosoro no ye te say we be blame we na we blame we ba sorry we ba no blame we covid na ekoso no ha no se panyini ko boom ra no so ntimi mfa nche say akora won so bedi so ba ha no obi ra ne so abrochire no ba bia menua ne tia o kasa no obi adi so but ekobase ye politics yedru politics so yabu ayini nyina gu nya politics ni mu ne yeso soldiers ko gu border so say omonko nkoche covid-19 no enti no ye to aba na ye be we ni nyina covid-19 ni obi enti e da wo san ko say wo ka kira asorefo no a omo so be sori atia but no kula wo mu ni nyina ne say nya asorefo no na e manipulative mpanyfo no ye ya dwen we tim ne de mimi hunu no Ghana ana bibifo ya dwen we tim ye egu afidie so yi nipa ni MPP ni na MPP folding kwa asema because of so MPP ni to onka ye kan se katidra ye omusi menu ya se me kase ye kan okre pa na wo mu se mahama na kofa katidra ba ya nka sofo kra be sori atia asofo be sori atia ye timai ni mu na mahama kofa sa git mo 2 se 3 4 ba Ghana asofo kra ka kire se papa kra o ya se usu adwene now they are papa but you two mama free so no sankrofo no yante omo asem biem etie na nkasa no ye di ho aboro se ne na menua bi ka se omo ba be abrofo na di kan be wuru ye ase ye ya but adenti na ye ntumi enye ye mpanfo ni di anim mpanfo no omo timi nya kudro di sa semhunu ni na ye hya ase no memi hu se me support mahama o di semhunu kura because of some opportunity me kan na makata so me ka mahama asama instead of say me kan wie no na me de akufado de betwam say me support akufado uhwe Ghana ana say abibima ya politics sane ye no o timu say MPP na wo so sata me o mu na etue tax mo nipa kakra bi na timi sori kan okra kire ayi o ka akufado asama na o ka MPP asem because of say o ka no na dwene no na akoma ne ni honti o ka ne senya o de NDC ba be support o na asem na akoye say 50-50 ye why me mayo enti asem na o ka ni nyina na at the end ye nyina ye form aba na akoye say oh say NDC aye bi ne na MPP aba bi de ne problem ni enti ye problem ne sa de na e wo mu nye say asorefo no na say man no e wo mu say me de me gitum ti say de me nuane kan even though obrochira akra ye wo no minim Britain de so ma toto dan a Spain ye wo no kuro me wo mu say sorry ye be 20 na wo ha no bi atua €1,000 a month a month no ye twa 20,000 a month for no enti yi a o chakibo ma banka enya hwe ye nyina se ye Christopher dia kan ye ntie ho asekura no we nkwa no pa na we nkwa yubre we nkwa no pa na instead of say be about 20,000 10,000 no dey me te ase but the nyina akɔhye sɛ asɔre fo nso yɛbɛ sɔre be defend na ade na akosi ba bi esi na ɛnya asɔre fo nko a na no na ye ka sɛ me nim sɛ tradition ɛyɛ but ye wɔ tradition nso wɔ hɔ na akɔmfo hɔ mu dua na ɔmo kɔ ye bɔ mu dua nko ɔmo ɔmo atimi kɔ akɔmfo ano hɔ na ɔmo na ɔmo akɔyɛ na ɛyɛ nipa no yesu ɛna ɛma yɛ ahokyerɛ ɛba abibifo so yesu no ankasa nyɛ me mfa wenwie ɛna me no kasa yi me ba ɛba yi ombedu ha na akora no ɛyɛ me no mo kasa wie na me de ne ba hospital da hɔ abesi ndɛ ɔho oba me hwɛ sɛ ne ɔmo si akora ketewa no ɔyɛ bi akora ketewa no ɔte hɔ sɛ da ne ɔbɛbɔ kapo na me se da bi ntwe sɛ sɛ ɔmo ma me aduane wa de ɔba bɛtena me ho so ɔmo na aduane na hwɛ sɛ ɔmo sie me na Ghana de me kɔ hospital na ɔno yɛ sikla nti ɔkɔ hospital na adeɛ chi ɔmbo no nsu adeɛ chi yana ɛsɛ ɔkɔ ɔmo de ato hɔ sɛ every day do bɛba bia ɔmbo no nsu no ma sesa painkiller na ma na ɔkɔ sɛ ne ho ato no ɔsɛ ɔkɔ kra na ɔtogu so akora keto na osu but ha mama na da ha bro 1 week eti no ha de yɛ good akora keto ɔhu sɛ ne ha no ma ne yɛn ankasa no ɛne yɛ ho no ma ɔmo ka sɛ me nkɔgye mo hokra mo friends na card o sesen me kodru ho nipa no mama appointment me kodru ho na wa ye bibi oje mpi papers waje but Ghana won twa sika nto ha onye ma ho enti no me de me hu se enye asore ne ka ho de but ye nipa no ye so ye temam no ye ka ho kese pa ene ye sai ko fa bosomsom ba kra na the same thing me support say ye tradition ni de nke ye nkipu na ene ye be ye asore kra ye nyen ka ho but ye di ni nyina blame no come asori a asori fo no be sori be defend because ye ade a de awuro ni timi no te say the manipulation na kan awuro ni timi ache enti wo be ye furu ho no na ko take ne sofu bi kuro hu se ne sofu na atake na say asem ne ye no kuro nye no kuro but ye huru issues no Ghana na nkasa enkrofo ye leaders no mo lead esisia no anase ye before na ye Ghana fo ne ye person nkuminya eno ne ye problem nyina ya me de besi wona se ya to aso a masaba
ya de wase what ya de wase kachire ye wo fast ne se ya mana kwa about the new environment na wo huniama so wo heaven no so ya mana kwa ba pa we credit so onya hu hwe obehu niama akese why obehu niama akese pa it's quite unfortunate to say onokra na ehu the sudden changes no but that is what we need in our country. That is what we certainly need in our country. Thank you very much, Uncle Body. Na afi yenhwe ntinsi highway no so kama asam na onia no e de aba a opese obusa ne nyina ene se wo se e de benti ana ye court. Do we go to speak the law or to find the truth? Asam ni tintini ni tete mu nyina no oso de enti ana ye court. Ye kɔ hɔnom ɛkɔ kamera ana sɛ ye kɔ hɔnom ɛkɔ hwehwɛ nokre no. That is all. Enti fire asɛm na mabɔ no tofa no asɛm no nyina
fire de na de sɛ okɔkyerɛ bɔfo osamre no ye adwuma papa baba smale de nua na ase papa mbeyi ano no ma minchia of palo no yo na mi hu Patricia also ncha kase nso koma na minchia of pa swale usopani wo wa hen ncha kase nkoma na minchia bofa twimberima papa eni ti ekokoto a yeko pe ade a enokore na saade na enokore no ye de mra na fa so ekope nti ansa no tietietie ko obi akokoto a okope nokore sa nokore no eye prepare ye fe justice na nkrofo a omo ba dim stia no sese omo ye wi a epa asumu a ye fe ne papa common sense nti obi akokoto a okope prepare ye na sa prepare ye no ye mfa engineering yemfa carpentry ye de mra ena ekope saa no kreno papa smari fiada etwebu minia abika sembi na abotume na mediyaw na me ho kyeremo se na me ka hawa yetete yahemfo na omode nyansa eye pepreye ewo ye man no se enye ye yentia o se yentroye papa Supreme Court ya no so asem no mo kan no matworo last 2 weeks nso be your observation bi o aka kire o se ya judges no I say you must say other professionals, they said doctors, pharmacists, accountants, and what have you. Dr. Abu want to be a consultant, and yes, on Poe, what trying to fail. A Supreme Court judge, I saw the Mra and a Kasa, and an answer, Yamaminu. Say, a Supreme Court judge co counsel, not standing counsel, a lawyer, no, a chance, act somehow can I yamra. No say koli ampanyamra na your practice no say practice when fa was somewhere papa disturbing and a humiliation to our court 2013 achi esremu amutie no aya mama for enu emunya din emre studio because I see a year library and ka say e kan no yi so ale no betu etu ka no my library kama ka so am kan yi 2013 achi ono no ha me ka kire o say lawyers minim say omo eminent lawyers e Ghana no all of them said that the best lawyer in our country is Chikata. Na me hwe Chikata performance asem we 2013 as American ye call petition no na me hwe Chikata performance as a defendant in court and in law. A good lawyer is seen when he's defending. Mr. Lawyer, be a common sense and so. You only see a good lawyer when he's defending. Because defending, you know, anything. I did a boo, it will be a bit me. But to defend. Now, me share you were Chikata, the performance. Now, me the 2 quarter ma call her. Young lawyers, or when your partners simple, had the performer. Our law school need to be revived. Okay. Papa smile. Papa. We sure say okay. Achi. Bakai. The catcher said, if Chikata, all the eminent lawyers at minimum Ghana, my brothers, friends, even those who came and had top up in Oxford, I say he's the best lawyer. Our law school in Ghana need to be revived. I made this statement here. Najikata the Supreme Court judge say asama okana nyamra. Supreme Court judge say minim say nyamra na practice. Also where? Also somewhere. A disgrace to our judges. Now another Supreme Court judge person obwa ninyonko no say ba in criminal this is not criminal. And even in criminal no am authority. Our best Supreme Court judge authority biya. Personally, as some money that no catch us 1 week, I in fear someone. Any as I say no, my mouse scenario without going to judgment because of content, even though but we want to apply common sense. So I won't go to judgment, but my person know how simple this case is. Say a traditional setting, yes, see and Troy na any Mako Achi ho. Achi Bakaris. Achiba epi sokoto bia breme okọ ya 2 hours o mai oba ya ne ira ko seba fum so dware me de onya de sase onware na ye na fa ya so tira na osesere no bia koso acha bom ko adu se me ne yiri ada ti asem no nti ode me akwan mfie mpanifo mu wasu na muntie akoda bi mpo anya 20 years nso ti ayi fie onim sa trick we ana asem we nti achi de me akwan mfie say abrante na fa no fire chief no one me yiri ada one say we yes an ugu achi gu na yiri anim ase in most cases no oba no can never be witness because we against yachi because oguna nimase only few circumstances and obana beja tumwa obes opportunity kunu and it can be used as witness. And in our traditional setting, they are wise. They don't want to ridicule the woman. Intinye, you do if you're actually a bonny queer do we. I'm gonna say, you're a fire. I say, what can you say? Say me. In some vita, now hear me. Make me confirm your inquiry. Inti, and I'm for the exoneration. Inti, a semi sanity comes to you. Yeah, you knew be. Do you say, Mammy? Papa ask one can find a year home, win him home here. And the obedience so. Inti, me says here, my position, any Jamensa. Inti, one and will declare a result, and then yes, a result no declare, and yet, inti, you have to come and exonerate or ascertain. Inti, Obeba, normally, I did say calabash. But a yan yet the non pitono, and not to send Nigeria for the na, or more the warreno. By a calabash, like a jog. No more the amount. I did okay. If he a conjure and I'll be so. Crum, some say no crum, and I can say, who fire chief, unfa, or whom can you actually here? And ye now say, what the one canna about pie, you never who was as here, a pretty proud. And your cancer, but now you know their war, fire chief their whole. Beckham, yes, now put long time, but could be an time if he was it. Now long time, not or your girlfriend and son or warren. Now buy and want to say your warren. Kiss die. You beg your wife, Fred. I dear now, what was it time? Your boka conversion. Now, say, I dear no, put me soon. 5 minutes and yet repair. Actually, a good movie. And then in law, often compensation. You include for no, say, we got no. Because what good movie? I have seen so many cases. It is a pet nipano so say, Media channel. Yame nim say, me in papa. In this case, we are made general. Memphis, yappy. Legally Ghana. I see didn't get here against Freddy Blade. I see the look at or this cano, no the basic dying actual or passier binti. Oh, baby, I make cano. Zamaria hono. Obid you be a friend of the court talk car. Babin to me cannot try or true guachi. Well, inti a simple thing. A same way, we don't need to call a sitting Qatar's witness. We don't need to call Dr. White. A waste of time and space. Go for my Samra Brian, we die, we could do British law choices here. Into my me, Jimensa or no, and not burden of proof no one hole. Or no, declare a result no. Court, I did 50% when ya +1. Figures in the Ampagana for NDC for many grass. Now, my finding NDC for wasting the nation and trying to cause trouble in the country. Now, my final one. Now, say, Jamen Samba, no Becca candy, you know. Papa, you're in your 50. What would the book go and run the election again? I say, we get on with it. But when you are trying, listen carefully. Essential things for our sustainability as human beings are not written. But for I'm kind of here. Essential things. I didn't use your needs and wants. Basic things of life. A process no are not written. You declare that even will answer our first question now say I could have to obi nyame. Papa, you was special no. Who your man no emu na catch special. Call left, or call north no. E ho na mama no for na for anotaro.
Daddy.
Oh, now only you na nipo hu ade. O de tun mama wa straight away. Otanufu no. Obi anta na on twen. It's not taught. Papa Smiley, Mr. Another basic things in life. Say the dear, I say you be good. Say, oh, down now. No to be now can say, no, I say me use soft tissue. I did cute me 2 first. Then I use hard tissue. I cute me 2 second. And some of you 3. And I say me use hard water. no to be near the yes ade papa oba num nsuo a kyerɛ me no so be near kan near the nsuo ade ba ko a Philosophies before bonye one President Kufuor omani gye ho pa ɛna yewu amahama onso papa me fire nso ni wiase a mbɛkɔ mismani gye ho papa papa sɛ wonim nyam pɛsɛ me kyerɛ
ah minim pa koso na ye ne fo a to ne ko bombardie ho
ai me pɛsɛ mbɛyɛ mpani nsɛm papa smile ana adwu bɛbu pan no so bɛ na wakan oye na me ka papa na osere na wo pɛsɛ mbufu what's my cool
me kan so
ana
me kan
ana adwu bɛbu pan no so bɛ na wakan
Sons of Solomon
ɛna wakan why are they achi ne bombardie podi obu obosonfo ne ba no anyini nti we bu no pan bio no so we no be kan opa ohwe pornography wo wiase nyina the moment you get to the woman na your natural love and am express ya it come the styles come by themselves porno na ohwe na we be have you encountered this before an instinct in you oba dia mayen. You don't need nose. Papa Smiley, when you say no pay, what you do say? Nose be na kan. For 10 years ni, say my catch road that. Toothbrush nko menum da. Toothpaste nko menum da. Zoko dia ndi yenua abi oko Ghana mpo be clear ni. Obi akọ Ghana mtas manko to bi bra mi. Say my catch road we say zoko dia. Wo yusu a wanum da ho. Wanum mon program ne abofo nim omo ne binti omo aboy abro
okay
na me free say me ko China omo say profitable profitable but they don't want to do it
all right
Ghana ni nti papa yes ya twitwi ya kyerɛ ba bi kyerɛ me in the basic things essential that lead man to sustain no yan kyerɛ ebi ni justice awe trim dada awo ho say obi bu obi say ya say ya say but for standardization na ancient Greek for actual law no go hwe ne omo yomo law no go hwe ne omo yomo in fear into 2012 I'll send the copy to you and I make sure some document about our judicial system that the magistrate court should be flash out. Now you go for divisional chiefs, divisional chiefs in Ghana. They will take the mantle of the magistrate court to the high court. Now appeal court, the Supreme Court. Aye, sa ya no dey blended two no. Sa dey we ho nti okaya maka wa fidie say a time will come the new Ghana they won't be prisoner because ye be was a prison no colonial thinking. Anka magistrate court divisional chief unya some do call. The order they need is 1 month training to bring into force partner with common law. Omo wonim that just to polish it. Now the court is trying to be a liability to Ghanaians. I don't want to quote this Nigerian man again. When people know what is right, they don't do it. They tend to be liability. And this is the second time the court of Ghana is creating a springboard that will lead to a banana state. The first one was when our Supreme Court created a springboard that could have led to a civil war. Third one, we have to open our eyes. Somebody will ask me again, what was the first one? Say Supreme Court of Ghana bound the largest political party in Africa, CPP, and no nama in one toy because that plan, if even Nkrumah is gone, the plan was there and was fresh in the mind of the CPP guys. They could have implemented it. And Kufuor bar, Obeti Kufuor, President Kufuor is going to inaugurate. It's not an industry, KVIP. Now, President Mills is going to inaugurate. What is it? Borehole. President Mahama is going to inaugurate. What is it? 4 kilometers road. Look at Kwame Nkrumah. Created a new city, township, industries. But this Supreme Court of ours destroyed that foundation of our country. Second one, Ebano, we shouldn't allow it to go to the test spring. I say you open your eyes. I don't care about the judgment, but at least the right thing should be done. Why is the Mensa trying to run away from the court? Papa Smiley, anyway, because I know why the person asked this one.
First you, why? Why?
Papa, when you give a witness, didn't you know examination and cross-examination? Witness are Obama at court. Two things. They want to see that your witness is complete. Asemsia, I don't know, say Clinton, Tony Blair, only President Kufuor, Eko Kekum. And you're complete. Straight and buka, quiet day, once man can uncount. Namika and say, Nakufuor about tie. One say, no, she shoot, no more tie. Once a misleading. Inti, who cross examine, once I say, no more tie. When somebody give a witness, it's not completed. That witness, two things need to be examined by the examining way, a first respondent lawyer, easy, and a examine. Then the plaintiff, which is Sikata, will do the cross examination and never the three things in law. One, completion of the witness testimony. Two, reliability. Say, as some more kind, the court can rely on it and no to do. Three, say some more kind, he was not misleading the law or the court. I don't see why this woman, one occasion, an important institution in a country who is parliament, went to present a petition. Kwame Nkrumah on several occasions sent 21 petitions to the White, and they were willing to accept it. Do you know how many petitions Mandela sent to the White in South Africa? Go and read. Who Ghana for the taxpayers? Parliament want to send a petition to you, you ignore them. Now you say go to court, go to court. They have sent you to court. Come to court, you want to hide. After ruling, if this woman does not go to court, I don't care. There should be massive demonstration to get her out of office. It's not good for purpose. Because you told them to go to court. And Nehemiah he could say, before the camera, wash a nice wig, fantastic. No, I can't tell the diaspora what say. This result is transparent. And any Ghanaian that want the original document can seek it at the appropriate place. Which place on earth is appropriate than the Supreme Court of Ghana? Do you think we are mad?
All right, fire.
I'm trying to be calm.
You and you become.
This is why we go to court. We go to court to look for what is right or justice.
Okay.
By using the law.
The law. Okay.
Thank
you very much. Yanko Bombardier swear. Asam no na make my bonnet tough and or say edi intini yako court. Yako ho eko camera no and I say yako ho ko no krena. That's all. Asam ni na no. Bombardier.
Baba.
Yanko, what? Asem ni na no. Yanko da we are. Oba Patricia so aba.
Edi intini yako say yako hwemra na yako kanko.
No, asem ni na no.
That's it. Baba. Answer na esha wege no. Ye na nanum dia. Yeah. And to ko dia akoko obi baba bu ankwanya no wade. And no na your plaintiff defendant. And yen na ye beche se we defendant is saying go fasha wege no dabi. Ye tetini nyina na ye. Papa. My catcher was say, bear 2-3 years without me say. You can use legality to commit illegality. Na essence say onipa da se ne nebu attending to no. Na say as Newton. Now say as Newton, one of the laws by your pretty say a body will continue to be at rest unless compelled by an external force. Sebi, Misano na so that's it. No, me that 50. As met me in the baby, ya too much, my body was compared by the external force. And he caught now, say about the book as that way, no. Near English common America, see in the beginning from the time of Ken Richard, the first. And or didn't I share away? It's not a pen from way to airport. No, I think so when you're Arabia, after 10, you know, the head and the hair fibers now loose. And they shall say away. Papa, you did some from the time George McLean obey improper a year. Governor of the Gold Coast, nuclear core Commander Hill, on the true proper first governor of the Gold Coast. Near Musa, almost more than 150 years. Na Yako say you compare no crown and say you call him. Na Soldier Brana and the Constitution that one, your friend be the letter and the spirit of the law. Famous no, Obia or Dentia or Dibishimu, Obisis Debbie. So, Obeda be Puma and Sana Wada. But what's there be? Miss me, Obian Swa, Miss Mother, this is 2 permanent in day. And I send yet the do what ye bet it. So, while you judge, you will be interpreted, he said, Obana bit mother. That's on say, you mean for mother, and me judge, no. Sana Constitution, I am a naturalist. Set the Constitution, said Pepe. You see, on board by asking pretend 10.5 parameters. So, obviously, there be Constitution. Some of your choice famous, no, they wrote the Constitution, no, to suit the circumstances at that time. Even with an application, and they cook, saying, can not Guinness in the near to a drugstore, a medicine. Coca-Cola near to a drugstore, and some of the situation is on a film. It is so ushers at time, and let's a Coca-Cola tomato and Coca-Cola ultimate quarters a medicine, matona, you know. And to what was some Coca-Cola, what a man lawyer and could do some amount. Papa, will be a bit defendant. You don't need a lawyer to go to court. Any you can defend yourself. But you need the Ghana, I think the Ghana, your could bit my boy guide the war. Demo as a citizen of Ghana, no, you can choose to defend yourself. And whatever happened in the court, you forever hold your peace. You still go to the system. By essence, we hear many only 29 months as Obio and somebody, and so until we find court. Papa, your court, judges fashion on way, lawyers fashion on way, media Macassa, we don't motion, a produce heat. Yen, I say, your Yerenum and Prafon be wagging Peruvian hair, he might have a machine and one person who said Brown Breno. Omutua, which moves a heater, a primono. Papa, a bit much in Cheria. The tomato in a heat to be affected, made the music affected the organ beneath their cranium. No, sir, I drain now a work that a 2 crown, I didn't offend adrenal. I affect almost cerebellum, middle of Blungata and a cerebrum affectomo. Because I didn't hear. Because sometimes you should know the rules thereby. I ask myself, said, do they look into the book or some external forces is compelling them to go this way? Papa into Obu on answer me fantastic and so no. Hey, Kokumasi second court. Asema da ho be ebi asema there be 30 dem because me Kumasi ofu came when I say on also Sani Katra na one wo. Kitwa bi o. And that court ready almost be a book for 100 years. Pa say adima promoter nyina na wo. Kese tme di one adentia ya jani kese de bia kese onu se kebi o say me be 1 week no. Me e ko be 30 years. One call my mother as some come work on my mumba crab a defendant a plenty of years to be as them. I didn't hear living an aska, no. Send a judges live or Mopa Ponche, Nentry, Obriku, a Pese, Apostle, a Udumpunsuno, a coco, Bediani, a cocooning in Akaho, and the same news as a minute to be no much book not touching it. It told me so much to watch not touching it. Say, you know, oh, I call you come in the coaches of Christ. Oh, I call you car, hey, say what Baba, make me an account, hey, me and I see you, it's in a seminar. Meet me, Mamma, and call that prison. Meet me, Mamma, work and could depend. National, what does the Constitution say? Ain't he? Because judgment is of the mind. Judge will temper for no. or no betre so obey textualist or the constitution be juma said you actually prepare panel and now so based on discretion and now say an external force is compelling to act otherwise. Papa case the way you go in 2012 every now which means a judge never now you don't need to be told a quiet because Tatama to go by which means say because I didn't hear Makacho said the president of Ghana is more than an emperor of Japan. Or to me, was the emperor of Japan, because emperor of Japan quite limited no certain powers. But Ghana president, we know chief justice. Now we you know. Patricia Akonoma Jollof I can't say a fire chief, a better than a fire chief. It me I send you 80. So that's it. And now Shiraj. So we say you law school no, say the Patricia Becker, you call law school. Next 2012 no, you to call listen say Akwawe, JJ na appointed no, Akwawe, Mills na appointed no, Akwawe, Muhammad appointed to and no. And now no shadow to say yeah appointing now because oh Mr. President, I will not disappoint you. No. Look at the readings I've been reading. Yes, oh, let's just obey a president up here. Maybe I shall not say, so many say, oh, I will not disappoint you. Say, I will do the job to the best of my ability according to the statutes and laws of the Constitution of Ghana. Obia reading room, and let's say by come to 2021. As some year, the corporate list of judges in Yesi Bako, Justice Tapao, Muhammad Ayede, or Manibonus, a fan or tea, and yeah, can't say, sorry, Mission, you see our old oil regular. On the dear no Obama and Naka Peseka Yachi Akufado a KTM or Dumentino, congratulations, and I say, Yedibona Basono, and the man may say, one of the judges of the Supreme Court, Yabona Baso. Sansan Akupa Dubai, I say, one more you are money in a best 4 or 5 million on or my BBM money paying. It is a papa, and Nana Joe. Me sorry, but let me tell you because only a time and 5 hours difference behind. In time I mess no way we in sorry around there 5 let me tell me court. Now maybe a minimum say wow we say we need wow say we also broad minded. Now should that way say chika sorry now should say the judges the way they behave. The way, even though we don't see their face, but it's action speaks louder than our words. We don't even need to see their face, but we can hear their voice. Or more tonation, or more body language, the kind of question or more line of question. Now to say and couple business are not judges the number. So almost the one some court now, or more third respondents are now. So that's it. And then Michelle, we should charge you no more. You know, putting everything aside now. And yet, justice in Japan, that's a Chachukra the SR training or no one can say, as some old Canadian, but it's for this case. Hey, and so what side authority there? And there's authority now, what side? I question me biology. What side did you say? One of the laws of motion as a mutant law of motion. Which we can't trust her, also we change anything a body at rest, it only moves when compared by an external force. And for every action, there's equal opposite reaction. And a Holmes law. And whatever law you want money in your cocoa. Now, media we know. Now, the intimate media make us say, Uko Kota, and yes, a Kachicha Bianca, wouldn't just say Nebeko, name Mumuno. You see, democracy versus democracy, and now no major mama, the abok of bono, yet, and yet, young person had been missing to say, Ubikwa Eton Answa, call police station. Say police station soon made human according to the constitution there. On your statement, non-fra back on statement. Say, can assembly a year, non former state attorney, no, near Panko Court, near prosecuting. Papa Soko Court and your bonnet. Because saying per se, in Kofubu out of no reason, it be a misidentity in near Kubia and own the bonnet in your court. But at a more for now, who you must have privilege said, yes, Mayano. It told be a said, they put the truth aside and they decide to do their own thing. It's a money very, very problematic. A man of when to share you corner head. one a woman was with you say a mere formality. I didn't come back no be actual a group be a 7 just a 7 just a singing. They say a little 7 Sana Basa. Yame boy Yawada. You say Jin Mensa Seminum. Yawada no mebua. Na papa me share too. And they say ye pet troop and I say ye kosher nano. Me who say mana kasa mu no ade ti na abafo lawyer we see o kotu the same article or say na patch no more ya then come to the judge no and na sada no jipo na and you can be sure say obekwa amount but the judge no person really unbiased and go according to no yeah, then we have to go by the letter and the spirit of the law say the man SCT no media me bon pa say me court that me pese me ko ahifie ni ekodi masense me ko say court say Ghana court say yenkodi as me because so the court Kumasi traditional councillor papa o met me asema end 1 week obi abete no wasi ka no obi akọ okay ama bi ya yi obeka ya doctor one of the Kuku board chairman former Shanas and Yedin court best for years ama even the witness for the crown or my just society fertilizer and crown according to be Yedi papa she say Jimensa Kocho the witness statement to now who is a witness who dia dance here me we say bomba the area I for anam hobby it me with me dance and my paper am Kocho the Kocho me witness it na be witness box no na papa Chikata Echon integrity say or say within a question of the two people so say or percent first and second respondent and no. Judges say we are not there yet. We will get there when you get to the bridge and you can say it is you the judges who has put the bridge there so our cross. It was part of the basic formalities of the court say or say during the preliminaries of the case, ultimate questions necessary, at least in the defendant, it was these are the line of questions I'm expecting. And look at me one my content, but judges not man coin. And I'm say do say Jimensa and I say a McMenu Ekuja witness was ma or meet me Ebusa. Necessary first defendant and second defendant lawyer said there be the petition and only case in they are not going to allow any witnesses or their wife testify or people say Uncle Jina witness was not proper. So how will Chachuchikata will be able to ask interrogate questions now? He wanted to ask from A, which was shifted to B, Let's say you trim. Intermediate, we all know where the ruling is likely to be a bit much surprise here. Just a bit much surprise here, but some would decide we better what I'm foreseeing say. An electoral commissioner can give out any, it doesn't matter, whatever be the combinations of results at the Bebano. Because when we say, the Republic versus Mahama, say an EC cannot testify. Meanwhile, you will say Dr. Faraja, Ekojina ballot box and a witness box may testify. Emma, and look at the definition, the definition of under voting over voting.
Mambari, first mammy, why? Papa,
intermediate. One price court, name your court there, Mr. Judge sponsor or mobile credit, and yes, idea, Papa, our democracy will become a mobocracy, a democracy for mobs. You hate me, I hate you, and eye for an eye, no, will leave everybody blind. May that be.
Thank you very much. Yanko Oba Patricia as well, or no so fanagin chemra, or say, a DNT and your court, your coho, echo camera, and now say your coho, echo pet, no coreno. Yo, Oba Patricia. What's it?
Not to say you.
Boko. Na, baby, I want to bet my casacra. Boko. Baby, I want to bet my casacra.
Aye,
okay, all right, then. Any boy and Comaka, didn't near cocoa. A copeno crown, I see a camera or
caught today. And then you know, you bet me in the process. If you are cute like me, you might. But seriously, seriously, I'm running as a show. I'm serious one. Oh, go court anywhere, not there. Send the real say I can only case when the case you can go to court. I said this and nay any answer, idiots can go to court, and he's explaining that how no mudi nkwasiasem. And that's what he meant by idiots can go to court. Just how no mudi nkwasiasem po etimi court enya verdict. And possibly nkwasiasem cross to etimi the court. Na anya ase edu a anka maybe some of us thought say what the anka. Who case me say me go court I mean mini case seriously because unless me was the car in my part of the world that I can make my way out. Me court I mean pass say someone me disable enye and I mean say I'm at fault. And so kind of sad and I'm there. And change more meet me there man.
I see. All right. Enti ohwe me sure say wan so who follow Supreme Court no said the name si ko. Emra ne ye kan ho no mo ana say no kura ne ye hwe ho.
No cry trodo na ye nyina omumienu nyina ye hwehwe ye miensa. I mean that's easy MPP and then the NCC. We are all looking out for the truth. Though we all know obi anim how do I put it like o ko na winim where you stand but o ko hwe o faith. So be ya nini but I don't know up to now. And something we are not really getting the real reason why we are there. To me, that's what I see. It's like shifting posts every time. Anytime we go, there's a shift of posts. Tomorrow, I'm sure there's going to be another. Maybe judges Nebeka said Jane should enter the box. That's what NDC wants. MPP doesn't because they feel the NDC had ended the case. And I am BCB Basa. Tomorrow, who need the no where the judges are saying. I think we'll go with what the judges are saying because Omona Yebetium, Omona waiting some now so far, and whether it's good or bad, it's going to come out from them. But me, my lesson learned here is, me na make me go court, meaning say pay say case no. I don't have a case because me go court meaning some payment for channel. I will go with my facts. I'm going with my facts. And you pay 12 noon, 1 a.m. crowd factor. I would be able to deliver because I am saying, say, I'm coming to face you. Maybe me want me factor, but sabio. If you do not have, now you cannot prove as well, then I don't think there's a need for you to even go there. Because at the end of the day, you're embarrassing yourself. You're wasting people's time and resources. I think, say, lesson I'm learning here or learned, say, go with your facts. Don't say your facts are in the house and who should go and bring those facts anyway. And now, on the facts, I don't get it. I don't really get it. Say, get me reimpona way, Sabio, you are at fault. You are at fault. Almost some mama, Papa, a small bit. I went to me and charging it to task. Say ABC 1, 2, 3 AM, whatever. Bring me results. Now, man, we are ready for his excuses. I went to this place and I was giving tea and no biscuit and all those wahala. Meanwhile, you know you are only to produce evidence. And you tell me, Patricia, say, I didn't actually have the fact, but giving me all the excuses. I won't take it. I'm not going to take because I know the query or court to ask me say and say okay this and then it's now soon see I walk and the walk. I think I am also thinking to say we all know it, but maybe I on yet and I say on for fact and but because on say on yet certain and to maybe beating around the bush will bring out some of this and fine. Obviously said they're educated. Fine, maybe I wasn't educated because me person me call I'll go straight to the school and do my law. That's why I get educated. But where we are now, because right now the son and your said, if we should end this case, I know there's going to be problem. Not being say war, we can't problem. You know where we've come from. Demonstrations, all those and all that. But I'm praying that whatever it is that ends, if everything should end even tomorrow, not say obit me ko jambe no san can be about it. I am thinking said the law should take its course because it's about time we learn the right way. Put the me for court one mommy evidence one mommy she not say it me close case mama. You can as well open it and they or that just reopen. But remember to here a foot and penny. You educate the public, you don't mess them up. Intermediate, kakra mesua wo ho ano no. If I want to go and learn, I'll go directly to the school.
All right. Pat, over the fire question.
Why Papa Smiley? I wanna.
Fire.
Oh, fire! Bring it on.
Simple one. Simple. But also follow case, in your own objective mind.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Immense what's on the weakness. Or near cost examines as some now or the abano. And you're misleading, reliable, and complete.
Yeah.
In your own statement or thinking. You think if you go or you should run away from her own statement.
Don't use the word run. I don't think he should run here. Or the case no to no crack and on the kind say about time memory bump now was a original box in one. I will, why not? But see, where is the case right now? We are forgetting one thing. Where is the case right now?
No, it's not about the case because they haven't ruled. I want to know, sir.
All right.
Witness and you have nothing to hide. What will prevent you not to go and defend your own thing that you have? I don't know about your university, but who told you that you go and defend it? You tell the professors that. You tell the professors that read whatever you think is there.
Yeah.
And at the end, there was a precedent. So what?
Yeah.
In your own objective will prevent the woman not to go and defend her own statement.
It's not prevention. You are not using the right words. Case number be no bedroom baby.
No, I'm not talking about a court.
Has she gotten the opportunity? No, but who used to wear CBI? I have to say, yes, say, Mahamas, when they say a better Mahamas. But what I'm trying to say is say, it's a young for what? Then you and the other part, more lawyers, right? You should also find a way out. So that she comes in because from where it's coming now,
no. I'm not looking at the legality. I'm just let's talk about legality. Common sense.
Yeah.
Don't know what's your statement. What's your thesis?
Yeah.
What prevents you to go and defend it? If you think what you have ready.
Now who defend fire. University you cry okay. Who defend your amount time, your amount every day, every time hearing, your amount time, everything. When the amount are hearing. Oh no, man is also longer say yes, I'm here. Can I also come? If it's not gotten to you, you can go.
Your friend
over him, your friend over him. Oh, one more right, but your friend when you see, Uncle, one man is also the friend. I am friend.
All right. Fire. What was our question? Right? What was our question? It's your phone so ati. I knew you know. Fire, na yama part dem fana no part yanko.
Yeah, papa maybe more there me can say it would just be fair because all no general body in here and she's actually the subject matter in fair senka set be obey she mounts the box and also clear her side of view say yes me woman see and strong no common sense. It's common sense, but me say Andrew was swa. Or no, you're ready to go. Say Andrew was swa. Oh, my was that not the teacher me for one. Where are you going?
Okay.
So let the teachers call.
All right.
Let the lecturer call her. Let the lecturer call her.
Okay. All right. Then.
They've always said it. Say your friend me a member. I know you on Roshi. Say Drew honest me friend me. Member. Why have you closed your case? When you know that she's there.
The woman has made a statement. And I want to hear.
One can say one evidence we mu. It's why what's the point?
Okay.
Your friend now.
All right.
Your friend now.
Your friend now will definitely. Mati. Oba Patricia. Ebedo ase na fi yenko owa hene champion so e Ghana no owa hene champion enso enka bi ene asem na onia ne de aba na very simple o say die ntini yakọ court yakọ ekọ camera ana se yakọ ho ekọ hwehwe no kure emu de he owa hene champion otimi nka yenko bama so ene owa hene ma ne so kakra why ma ne so kakra
yo midas what me ka de
afide yetonka pa why yetonka asem ni nyina no
aha
ɔse yɛde nti yɛkɔ court yɛkɔ hɔ kɔ camera anaasɛ yɛkɔ hɔ kɔhwehwɛ no korɛ
me de se de me hu court asɛm de me fo sɛ yɛde mmara no kɔhwehwɛ no korɛ
okay
yɛde mmara no
fantastic
yɛde mmara no kɔhwehwɛ no korɛ a kyerɛ sɛ mpere bebree no ɛyɛ ananka yɛde mmara no hwehwɛ no korɛ no mpere bebree na ana mmara no tumi mfa no korɛ no daadi ɛwɔ mu saa sɛ mmara no ɛdu baabi a ntumi mfa no korɛ no mbɛda adi mmara no so ɛnam no korɛ da hɔ na mmara no so ɛnam baabi ɛtwa ɛdi deɛ asɛm de tia no no na ɛgye no ɛtumi mmara no ankasa no anka yɛde kɔfɛ no korɛ no ɛtumi ɛkɔma deɛ ɔdi bi no bɛdi deɛ ɔdifoɔ no bɛdi bem and because the law is an ass. Yeah, some more, Papa.
Well, who has some kind ya and I'll go for no. I don't know.
Papa, you were, and your number brea. Omuda in so much is here, and I'm committing no more than you were in Papa Bachuti.
Who didn't eat here? Because one.
When your number brea, Nanka, Omuti Ben Pamufa, a lawyer for a ginamu, a dear seven said also Mudinina. Na eso ekoba no na chinchine twan no kwa na enye Ghana nko a ebiasi fa ne bebi ko bebre so se judge no anase judges no omo determination no upon the submissions na councils na diamba no eho na omo di gina e kire se asem no se na ekwa na se na ekọ entino say your copen or court today, yet the man and the Kojina so a compensi nsem no ye. Said ya, a fan of you no more in Yano. Waiting it here, but now waiting it here, waiting it here, but now the tenant said, wow, no, what was my corner? I was a which me ya and simply it be a defender at the country I was made down was a set judge and as a court no, it was some no umguama. Sha and that day. Supreme Court oh my Ghana ntimi se munya bi hwe dia ebi si wa hanom a kyese na ano ohye pa on se wo hwe a judges no edu ba bi na wo so mo de omutu asem no esa ko omati ekọ animu se dia amako trase na omahwehwe ensem yie na omusa ba ye Thursday na omubehwe dia wo so mo ye mra no make che enuanom se isua na wono judges no kwa do bia so no musua bi ene lawyers no so esua bi na yeso ye hwe no so esua bi na de tene se efa watembo na bebuo no efa like oman asemo de ana me gidi atembo na bebu no awoso hwe atembo ni ye papa because adibia ye omano adie ubebu ateno eba be ye omano ajapade enti de bia bi besi a eho ne bakofa na say de ye be gina so ne da keke kansem councils ne bakofa na omde be de abe cross omde be diom abe kan basem ye hwe de councils ne bebre aya omkofa cases ne bi ba na omde be hihye omo submissions mu na chese ama case no judges so tie say ya na say nye omo won kasa akukuma ko yi no say sifatie eti atemu we a de omu ye idie me gidi say oman no eni wo ho pa chese e wo say omo apply wisdom e wo asem we say so pa side book die na submissions na councils no produce ni nyina no sometimes no aya na nyansa esu hu hia pa e ma de da chinti eti papa kakra me kan wasa asem we say so no
all right na champo ye bedo ase o wa hene se court ye de mra no na ehwehwe nokure no yo thank you very much for that explanation yentie obosomfo Obosom fa ne view emra e was asem we ho. Ye wi a ora abi aba.
Yeah.
Yanko obosom.
Okay, Papa.
Papa, o ma me nkasa bia na.
Udin was memo aka bia dey. Na se ma on kasa bi kura nso a obie bia no aka bi wa na. Se nyam nam ka se beka ayi no wa hu asem ka. Nya wa na aka.
Supreme Court is
yanko obosom
Supreme Court na.
What say?
Say
edi enti ne court. Or say your court echo camera and I say your co hwehwe no kre. Asema obi sa no. Asema nyina no.
I say court di anka ne ekoko hwehwe no kre. Say no kre. Truth, the truth. I boni besie ekoko hwehwe no kre. And that no kre no is built upon Emrani kra di eminim say min pese meka say Emrani ye the wheel and now say the model yetimi edi siki no kra.
I didn't know myself because
mami sa mbabiem yeko kope no kra esa eko camera ne mi ni nyina mami kanisa yeah
okay
ai court ye baby a yeko koka no kra yeko hwehwe no kra esa ko camera because enye nsema yeko court nyina na eye no kra na yepe enye bia na mra nchichiri shirimu ana pese utu ana mo bia na se obi ope se uye bibia na uzanse oman bia ye mra na chichiri nti no ebia wo akopenti ase ebia na mo opese wutu ana ade ya opese wo ya na se bibi obi di ye wo no enam emra kwan so ana enti ukoko hwesa emra akwan kire na nkire se no kre na wo enyi obi ana kokota okoko hwe no kre but yes also eko buaten ana eko hwehwe nsemu ede no kre eda babieda enti media mi mu aye no ni mi ni nyina menim say bia ebi kra wo ho a bibi wo ho a yesa court ana say bibi su wo ho nti a ye court ka no kra ne mra ho a megia di say ebia bibi sa wo ho adan nipa no okwa hwehwe den na eden pa na okwa hwehwe wo court ho na say den na o de court obi say
oni ha ne ani sana sa question
enji say ne mesi achechire mu no say ejina ade a kunti a wo de court no ebia emfa ne say sorry say we ebia asori bi ewo we me ka me bo asori so na Christopher no edwa me anye saba ye Evan say bia asori dan bi simin fitire ebere bia no omo mamenda me da enda no ansa ye bog ban ye bumba praise the Lord ya as me fi say bia ha ma adwen me nyama so ndwe emfa nye den emfa adwen enti mitimi court I say emra ema omo kwan se omutimi eye dedi tuatu masoma omo ma menje enya masum ndua na nti no sa na omutimi de emra den etimi ka chon se ampa osemo mo bosomfo enya na sumdue se omam ba na ono so timi eden edwen ne ho bibisa
nti na sa asem na wo kan no se asem no ekokota so court no ebedi kan hwehwe mu se charge na ye de ball na ye no kra na
there be we nye
se bia wo se asori bi wo fichire ana wo de asori no court find out to say
emra mo kwan so eye dede sa ebia na omane emra kire se ebia ebo no nsi ana se ebia emra we se emre sei untimi nye dede ana obe dede kra na se otwen okọ certain distance bia ansana watimi ayeden bibisa nti we dey nyese bia ntwanto so ana se
nti mebo wo de asam no mekọ court se na ade beko
say nkrofo na omo eye dede o me feature no emra mo kwan anye bia se me dwen se minipa as nipa no me nkonye dede ntwatu obi aso adenti na so obi eye dede etwatu maso anye bia emra mo obi akwan so otimi eye dede etwatu obi aso oma obi aso ndua na
enti That's the grounds out there. Some of court.
Sir, so yeah we. And to me, Jidi say, okay, we cry make and him say, yeah, what BB say public. Is it public disturbance and I say public BB sir. It's me bo amount for so boss I say be a why BB. Ede etia a man sign na BB sir. And to me, Jidi say BB sir or so mutimi say ampa. Untimi nye BB sir.
Okay. All right. You.
And I be obi so mini obi ajimisika. Then on person betua meka. Ebia say ebia emra mi discount man no obi ani ho adansini ni ho. Enti bia mi so me pese me de ne famra kwan so na ye se emra betimi ama yetimi atoto na no nsensem ahwe se obetimi aka no krese ampa wajimisika na se bia omutiti yensem a ye beka free ano na ebetimi adi dance ye se asem bi hu na asem hu na ye te esen sani ya mutaka no se ya asem hu na ya te bi dance enti bia bibisa no betimi aba enti ehwe se odi ma ehwe Supreme Court nsensem a election petition ya ekoso samre CCA ya ekoso a ye hwe ya Jimensa se onko court enkonko tena dake mu enkonko
me bajo no me o se Jimensa so onya de
o se onkonko tena dake mu ema on den onko dia dance emfa edwuma a wodi ye ho
no macho no wa make official statement to that effect ana
there be the counsel the lawyer
I mean in court.
Oh, okay.
So the lawyer
you went to the council and the council told the court.
Okay.
I didn't see it live. I watched it.
All right.
The woman went to the council and the council told the court. I don't buy a legal argument on Thursday. No.
Okay. All right then. I was on focus.
In same say, you know, one say so boy they born in the say about na yeto December 7th no soon so no enye no na wodi ababetu amansan yenim e declared na Akufo-Addo say oyo mampani e be say ye hwe amba na etoto ye say ni emra ha anti papa o hwe a we no ena na make no ye ko hwe emra esa kohwe no kore nti ni emra ne sie se anka ise Nado edi ye president no wa emra no wanya sa amba no e wo emra kwan so anka obetimi dey there odi ye president nanso electoral commission no wafa katasihye ene project kwan so sani eya omoka no say kwati kwan na say wafa kwati kwan bi kwan so kwati kwan ede I declare na Nado say onu ni president onu edi nkunimu abato ni enti samre ye court no ye kwakọhwe say ekwan na ofa so edi declare no eyemra kwan so ana na sen na emra no ekire se obetimi edi declare no enti se wan famra kwan so f ofa akoti kwan se wan fa no kredi amfa anye se edwuma no enti ye kwakọhwe se obetimi aka no kre akire yen se ofa no kre kwan so amfa kwati kwan so amfa anye den amfa ama na Nado ana na afi dwumadie na odi ye no so se emra da no eye emra so na onama odi di dwuma no ya hwe se ofa anye bia so no ofa emra no so edi ye ne dwuma na nti we a very good example adikunti a ye court
all right
nti ye kwakọ hwe emra nti mranimfo no omo na iso metena se na ya hwe se nukre wodi emra ye dwuma na wasaso edi nukre e wo ne dwuma a odi ye ni mu ana na samre wo hwa senia even the line of argument a judge for now and some we neutral no we neutral no omokra no metimi aka se omo nka no kre enti se samre ameni o kase senia abrante ne sene ba ye se ye court ekohwe no kre ana se ye kokko camera no akwakwa se Ghana court samre ya ameni o kase enka ye de mfanto ho example no ukọ Ghana court dia o hwehwe no kre a wunya ohwehwe mra wunya nti eye null eye empty court nti onsan kan misaka so say enye court bia na ye den ye hu nokure ehu mra wom nti oka on qualify court ben na oko
okay yo awutonfo
papa court ben na oko
ana me so woni ha na wabusa no nti ne emphasize just as imagination
court no so ya
no mo kan in law mo say court of competent judiciary government
mabi America ko no
almost a court of competent
na made me argument in econo. And your court be any court, papa. Court be or na.
PNDC tribunal.
Yo.
Yeah, they said what for court.
Yeah,
PNDC tribunal.
thank you.
But I'm saying many on TV, but me fancy and any no matter.
Na yenti Abe we are Yakobi so.
Mate.
Abe. Young boy.
Yeah, Papa Smiley. Fire used the right word, competence. Do you understand? We all expect competence in the people who are delivering public services to us. And what we receive every day from these institutions, from these organizations in our part of the world, from those who man these organizations, are they, is what we receive competent enough? Mr. Buedi in Spain, he described his daughter's bafflement in the quality of service she saw or she experienced. Those services were delivered with competence, efficiency. Do you understand? These qualities, these values have never been our hallmarks in our part of the world. You only see the importance of these values if and only when you are at the receiving end. But that is what we, somebody like me, are always crave for. We should not be at this point before we realize that competence, efficiency, effectiveness are important. But when we are at the receiving end, that's where we know the value. Fire, you said something about Chikata. Maybe, I think during the first petition or something. You were right, and it's applying now. You people are priding yourselves that Chikata taught most of the judges or whatever playing now. The question then is, what values did it impact on those people that it is now come to play? Most of you see Chikata as guru in Ghana legal industry. So we expect his hallmarks to be on display at this crucial time of our country's history. But is that what we are saying? No. All what we have been praising now is individual qualities, individual values. It is not transferring onto our society. Let me come to the petition. Look, what NDC has done is like you accuse somebody, or somebody accuses you that, hey, you stolen my thing. You've stolen me. My mom will say, Awomi. I'm sure Bosufo understand this. When you steal something from my mom is not going to tell anybody you've stolen something. He will tell you, Awomi. It's like you've carried all her wealth, so that people will see the magnitude of what she's talking about. Do you understand? Even though she may be joking, but she wants to paint the thing so serious that people will sympathize with her. She doesn't do this to people. She does that to us, so that we could see the gravity of what she's talking about. And NDC played this game for the whole of Ghana and the world to see the magnitude of what has happened. And you said you've been cheated. Oh, somebody has stolen my stuff. Then people came to you to say, okay, sympathize with you. Then they say, okay, what has been stolen from you? You say, oh, empty your bag or empty your pockets before I can tell you what has been stolen from you. Stolen. Do you understand? You don't have anything and you said you've been stolen. I listened briefly to Chikata today. He was talking about truth. I was laughing. Then the truth should this. Look, which version of the truth is he talking about? Which version? Is version or the Electoral Commissioner's version, or whose truth? And how do we identify that truth? In this case, we are playing with facts. We are playing with figures. So the person who is crying wolf, you've been stolen. Your truth is what we want. So that we compare, your truth becomes a benchmark. We compare your truth, your version of the truth, to the person you are accusing. Then you come to court empty-handed, still expecting the person to go into his bag or her bag to bring the thing.
Now, Abio, make I ask you.
Yes.
One say, now say you hear football at home.
Yeah.
Now, if you are, and say, match in the moon say, maybe team A and a fire or team B. Na me try fire. What I say? Now, me try fire no. Fire, ese me try no. Right? Me so say me anya dey bay. Me try no. Right? Into ultimate say kanena nanka say fire a me try no dimirika nso call referee no ho. Na me nso a me try no me nso me dimirika na me call referee no ho no. Na referee no. Enyina obi a argue the case kama ɛhɔ na bi a referee na decide okay me hwɛ me a baby na me gina na me hwɛ bi a manhu ne yie ana nti obi a ɔde na dwene so okay yeah no infringement yenko anim but then no say ne advance e ba ne sa akra yetimi kɔ ye de be yetimi kɔ hwɛ VAR na kyerɛ sɛ one way or the other no referee no ameki any with the help of the VAR no watimi ameki make a difference as to where I was already there. We see a pass it in judgment in a manico. Now, in a similar vein, what difference do you think our judges can make if we truly want to find out the truth?
Papa Smiley, the example you cited was based on an incident happening. And it was based on somebody accusing you of having done anything. So what they look at using the VAR is really whether the incident happened. Do you understand? If you did not approach the referee, nothing has happened. But you told the referee this guy has knocked you somehow. So the referee will have to consult this. So the benchmark is you saying that you've been hit by somebody. So the referee is going to consult the VAR to see whether the thing really happened. So the starting point is yours. Do you understand? Because previously there were a lot of subjectivities, a lot of pretenses, and so on. I told you some time ago that my friend you saw in the picture. In the picture you posted recently. You see, there was one day this guy owes me. I wanted to collect my money. We were at UCC, and they said, "Don't fight." This guy owes me money. I went to collect. He said he was not going to pay me. I locked the door. The UCC, I locked the door and fought him. Do you understand? I fought him in the room, in his room. Then they came. They want to establish what has happened. I told him I haven't fought. If he says he has fought, take him away. Do you understand? There was no evidence at that time. But in this case, you people, you claim you have the evidence. The facts. We are talking of figures. Do you understand? So you come out with a figure which will be the starting point. That is that you by coming out with the figures, you have a truth. Your version of the truth against the Electoral Commissioner's version of the truth. so that we all know who is lying.
Okay, Abby.
Hey, fire,
Let's
fire.
assume that they come out of the picture.
Fire. Now, to watch you. I don't know who by cross examination. Honest, I'm a chance say your cross examination. Train. Yeah, will be a mute no. Fire. No cross examination, Mr. Ate, Yama being Bibi at Tawache. Abby, finalize the words and I yanko Bibi and
What the MVP is saying is that is what is copying.
Fire.
Fire, please. Fire, mute. Why? Oh, not Yenti Abe. Okay. He's entitled to his view. Yenti.
Fire. We were all here when NDC came out with figures that we've been cheated, we've been this. So we want that version of the truth as the benchmark, as a starting point.
But who has the custody of all this? Is that not the EC? What prevents the EC? Let me tell you. You have been waiting for so many years.
Fire. I know you would have something to say, but Homeso answer. What? Homeso. Abe, I think you've also made your point loud and clear. Why? Thank you very much. No Yentie Bibi this time around. Yentie Bibi is here. Why? Abe, thank you. Bibi, Yanko.
Oh, you me that six. You make an a question no. Court to the Copenocre. But no crana a Copenia dimra and a Copenocre de or any kind. Yashi Shemra, a hamen for her. Nipa wit my say, Untiminis say. So, I bisa walk of far me for home and for some emrano and your becker. No, why he guys will beat me in a man and make us one can work some me technicalities to him. Would no crepa, what's some near no crep? Nan so one can watch me. Bit me before. Now ye can about Yena Namu Yena Namu crown and a mutime ye no more free in Chantia. It's in Chantia bum. So, into a mokrano, it me told Ubu nim Kasa. Ubu on zone is me dip him to acquire no cogino no I stabby. Yes, all by a crown one mumu siantia, which I'm paying for now, Hontino. Near Chow Giant Bell 2. And Sunny, I sat to a case in this. Nina no ho. I now can say Nabia na fire kikan sembe brave, but menko because I say, and only a dear Nanka school here. But a nano kofoko school yan near my baby, you see near my a yen near my baby. Yan dear Biana Ubuhuka say, nature better. By nature, you know it. By nature, you know it. No. Basic things, but a near my baby, where you go school, you go to lawyer, would dip would was some comma lawyer.
Fire, please. No, let's let him make his point. I don't. Sometimes my hair, you don't have to refer to anybody. Just say your words and carry on. Because
Accra, Timin and Nikuno, near Bono, near chance, the next time you see. Nina Usia, Nina the Indian is school. Is she been so fear? Is she a quam be bracing your first vision? And but yeah, can I say, and you would to me would dibim, would was some command lawyer or bone. With my could for Ghana Mranicher says, will be the will be court. Oh, coach, say as soon as you are man, dear. You almost see, almost afraid before say the proof of the burden as a burden of proof. No, it's lies be on the offense the accuser. What accusing me? No, now coach. So, but say what me proof we can proof what can some no correct. Can I say? I can't we are me. Was a me oh dear smart woman, I'm hope pray me say, eh, any of them could be no could dear dance your mammy. Now, what says I am pa, man, we are dear no, Name or Hanam or ha. So, but me, I was there somehow I can wait me and prove it. Say, as I can run no more technicalities. Almost 30 case, you know. Fire.
Bibi,
yes,
Papa. Is there a possibility, say, you might not be able to prove, say, Nipana also where we are there? Oh, you might not be able to prove it, but Nipana and of course where we are there.
Yes, wait, me, I we are pa but no want me more than me ye asem na make no me ye bia oh wait me aye but now want me improve so enti no we say almost 30 case nyina we can see say technicalities wom obia is a technical and then no na America ye me ya say because football na ye boy in 11 kra no omo for the technical drawing in science awuram to your coach now for name be about we lose sa wo good players is now lose so enti ni ma technicalities wom enti no se me hwe na ba bia de na ekọ no ah nipa ye de asma to so obo wadimi anka sabi nyanza sema anto nko because said the nkofo keka na obi anim se be bia ebekọ so obi a yenye etiti abontin kra nim se bia bia ekọ dia na kire se nipa na ntimi ankyere se ampa ye wia na ampa ntimi nko ha me ho me papa me nko ha me ho se chinchina mekọ akodi dance but one thing is yes here the mra na ye adwuma enti se mra no esusu se wose wotena ho a wose ye mra na ye adwuma na otena ho enti no mo ye etutu omo ho ano no but I believe say maybe me pem se mra na se wontena ho se wot maybe me hwehwe se eye dan ya ombema na tena ho because that woman have to even judges no kra no omu hia clarification so obebiebie niema mu enti no ena Ghanaians nso no ye besu be pe niema bi atie enti no se makmanu na se mrane mrane kire se o chance say omu pa ma fine one man but woman dey we say they have to compare the woman to come but akwai say e bi asofo bi na oni sofo bi tifie na sofo no me de me hu ni say de me hu every case we mu no dia NDC person o mo achieve na mema ho scenario a chew no na sofo bi tifie na bia wo person ogu sofo na nimu ase na bia sofo no ewo kanchuma bi wo baabi nti bia Wednesday no sofo no ko share na kanchuma no nchen na wo bo sofo no ko due sofo na wia me da ben no wia no Wednesday no me wia wa de Wednesday kura na menia enu ti obesi ya de sofo no betena oni buza ze Wednesday na wo su nia na wo hen na mo asumasi wo na wo ye dai no obi yire na one ne shedem ade ne mfa case no hu but somehow he has been able to achieve to disgrace use of us no sofo no akwohye obi yire nchen samri enti no what proves wa nwie o but somehow no he made to the public that wunye ni papa. This is what the NDC want to achieve.
Okay.
But me no, I like it. If it is like that, omubusa nsem na enema bi kwacho na ye betwi nanim na ya ka say onye ye ne enema bi yie a ebeboa going forward for Ghana. So, but to Frank no, NDC was not able to prove to Ghanaians say empire wia no but opese no disgrace woman no and that's what expose no as from the beginning you know mo pen enti one thing is ni nyina mu no court de ye kwa emra na ye de adwuma ti se emra na se de emra na sie no me de tumi ni se emra na ema no kwan se ma ne ma kura na we se court no de o tumi highest court no omude omutumi no ema woman no echeche nsem ema Ghana for eti
yo bibi ye bedo wase wate na ansa no bia ede ne final word ba yema bobo emre omaka bi na owia ya sha se wo wa ne champion eso bobo
boss Mali
na impom to say
boss nyame adom ho ye pa na wo so
nyame adom boko nyame adom uluku relax pa
what's I say away lack of vitamin D Bibi them is on the papa it's no going to 5 days continuous so
one effect we need more day papa one effect
You.
I'm nipa we say movement tire so tell kakra but over nay.
Good one. You. Any what
But
bet you? Why? Buy come on.
one of the advantages of COVID is when we say COVID so team holding because my be on say nipa ho pressure ho e will effect we hormone so. But when you come to a position that you are relaxed, especially with men, no, punya holding pa. And one of the keys I'm identifying is a relaxed man, a relaxed mind, in a relaxed body, give a man enough strength to make others happy.
The philosophy, though. Many give him.
Mamenka manipulative ne kakra you na it means a long series of person running through the whole year. Na pick it from one angle. Na menka quote there no once and keep to be. One say manipulative philosophy the first foundation is to be looked from the five senses of human being. That is the source of manipulation. Now I say five senses sense, eye, and something. Five. Over kind of
five. Hearing, taste, touch, sight, and smell.
Okay, very good. Enti yewo enkofobi.
Feel look at feel.
Sin me read article be me for their bro or plan or read about British anthropologists' activities in the Asian Indian. And he talk about more from 1844 all the way to 1940, how they were able to influence Indian culture, their mindset, and their influence. Anthropologists, they study human behavior, and they are culture anthropologists, and economic anthropologists, religion anthropologists, and what they do is they study people's way of life. And ubetimatna UK here. See what Russia anthropologists were her. On UK lifestyle, say ote abia memfan say ote Croatia. Ono betna hwa for be on anamo betna okwa no not yo. And for all you know, all in Croatia more than you know. Now, what we say in policy making, this is where I got to know somewhere now Boris Johnson over the mayorship. I happened to have encounter with him, and then I helped me MP a campaign. And Papa, before maybe being not nice so. In the realize that anthropologists almost this animal way then they give the recommendation. Two angles I'm a person and consider by example na a channel that should be a message should be for a grower. First of all, I mean you have a patrim barema. Yeah, patrim barema about 70 years old.
That's right.
And wabetna a butchery, why juma. Nema a juma or say. And nema be a police for a BC managers for certain fund managers. So and Wetima etmakusi fee one crime. And I say man tibiano onya pension from British government. So and apart from pension onya so wetima si fee one crime. Our team the lifestyle. Achibobo eti abuchiri onte Ghana. Papa Smality abuchiri onte Ghana. Elijah Mensa ote abuchiri onte Ghana. Now let's go back to our senses, five senses in America. Seeing, hearing, and smelling. Inti say offer Mr. Chung Berema Dena. How many of his age and peers are alive now? Or they have privilege of his lifestyle? Me ameti Elijah ne Papa we say smiling. You may tell me no movie a be as if you ever crying. Madame for back on Nancy Costane for MP. A cement on Tadian Bren. Me catch and say there's nothing better than Ghana. There will be also what me boy. So the catch and said, the Mahuni my way here. If you say Ghana, if I better, or say the Meboa. This is the manipulative mind. Say, Oti Ghana. Now, say, only Elijah and a boy Braboyina. Now, say, Oti Elijah village in the cry infant. Men can't say, Minto Otina Kumasi more, but a hometown pano or infant Elemble. Apa, me free for nearby. Oh, I'm your class. And now, me life in so me partners be so free, Doma. What I say. A woman almost shall say, Domano. Maybe I'm going to catch your mona, they will not accept it. Because my number for Nina, oh, my womb. A bisarian son. A bisarian man, go ye. And to all Shabba de Mijana. Now he aspires to be mere. What would his eye tell him? What will his ears tell him? And what will his taste tell him? He said, me call Ghana. Na se me dakem. And I'm an anti-ho. Na never be a mayor on to me afford what? On to me your taste in USA. Then the concept of manipulative mind, comes into play. And into what we say, it can be good for good reason, it can be good for bad reason. First of all, we say enough education can let you understand why things happen. What you say is only problem. But judging from the ordinary point of view, you realize say no. Hey, I played the 73 years. Kai, and I'm assuming call a breach, I'm going my brother. Mr. Cotton, we are met in Ghana. What I say? Papa, let's try to look at say information and education a strong tool to abuse or to destroy propaganda. And it's also a useful tool for you to discover yourself. It's also a useful tool to understand things happening around you. And yes, sir, Papa Smiley, they were nibehu, they were so better, and no, and I'll be the actually. In the manipulative tool, the hardcore of it is what you see, what you hear, and what you can taste. Papa, another time, make sure be from different angle. So if you give me permission, I will go into the politics kakra. Oh yeah, all depends.
For me to be fana and non so ne koba na obi amfa ne fana we demra. Why?
Yopa, it's a film court. Never be brave air cost meteor fire pa. Ma enough we say na if you no prepare can 2012. He also said a lot on what he said in 2012. There's only small departure. Now, may I emphasize it on that part. Departure, and say, Papa Smiley, first of all, enka nokre pohun, and also get it can be here. The question is, whose truth? There is only one truth in this world, but truth is relative depending on circumstance and application. Inti okokota ote free rule of law. Abbas Mali, say you run nas. Okay, we na punch you baby o meboa. Nokre. Any right procedure no. You wouldn't know that. And inti nansena mitie I had a worship songs. Na there's a guy in Nigeria, the worship songs managing. Or say, spiritual violence is legalized. But physical violence is not good. But how do you say? Or say, spiritual violence is legalized. Now, Okana Seven, every this quotation. Or say from the days of John the Baptist up to now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and men we take it by force. Papa, who no? Your baby, there's we say, but as I see there, a rule of law. Now, rule of law, no. it doesn't bring out the truth and absolute truth in the things that we do. And in the you get exceptions around it. Papa, I said, you are a friend of cat and mouse game. A kra, epe kracheno, and a cross of a beer ganiafa. So, unya eno, now the system of Papa Smiley, no could you know a bad thing. So we'll find it out.
Okay. Whoa.
What is happening with Supreme Court? No?
A cat and mouse game.
Cat and mouse game. Now, cat and mouse game in the beginning. Say, me, Papa Smiley, na company house UK. I'm a document. Document no the mamma no. Or say a duplicate, but no original no. Papa Smiley say the company house the man no a fake. Inti nka wo kokota. Nanka or the court or the fake no the man no or the court no. Court also compel company house to issue original no. Then for money and compare it. Now you don't go with the fake, and then you say the papa amount a fake until compel it with an unusual original amount. When we say you are seeking for the truth too, what I say, which is legitimate cause. But what has happened is you are also not producing fake one or the amount. So then Kabay and Katape a bed dana quem. Sanke penno credi mumpa ye padia. The oye or this is you know for better bonty because more the emra and juma and a more evidence, guidelines, and laws on evidence. Obia oye is you know why be a bonny. Where is your part? We compare the issue to bring her part. But this is what I'm saying is going to happen finally.
Bobo, wow,
okay. 10 seconds. It's a bibia koswa a constitutional breaches. And no, when pressed upon, it can lead to the removal of the issue. But as to overturning the results, I think that the NDC has come with a bad faith by not showing the results they got.
Okay.
And what they think is bad, fake. That's it.
Yo, you better say, any why your final word? You snap, ma'am. Why? Why in a champion? Young quay, your final word.
Papa, the telling is a final word in the set. A seminal at a court. Say, I say, go and need picture from Sunny Moon. Soon we say, a 7 at the home. Your manners or manners and so you can't win the breast. Say, Mark when they calculate, I can't win the breast. Papa, your platform is soon in an Yankan say, Bubino, Yen, you be a jmo, your management, or many secret, you be a show with you be a. Ye did extra would be any baby or bed down, will be a baby any different. Now, Yamo to my side, move to see. Now, as you say, I was a Baba Church, a Jumano, said you see 5 years no. Me, a woman duplicating in the day. Maybe they come in and come anyway. And then Biam Susan said, I buy a store, a just baby. You declare, you declare one pronunciation, and a pronouncement. Say, figures, weapons, half figures, me a crummy in Intino. Me who is open new way say, and a abano, what we need. Into one, say no, a memono, one edition. Now, mammy, at the Abama Kumakuma, said ye baby. And they say, quite and come in, mammy, duplicate no alcohol clubbing. Pay the pronouncement, a declaration. Pay all those figures to declare. And then we are more than that side because NCC one figures no what are the upper NCC one or no abundant money in the national or but what you going in there? Papa, Abano say the other side didn't say, Omu Krana, and no go about to say, Mammy, at where the money the show was, and Monabu boy, say, Aban Kabo, who pet, naked they declare, Nano Krano, yes, I should be more. Sabak no declare numbers of the Bobo. who pinch it no original one channel. Figures needs to no make it we see as someone and then
Nami Shira, or why? Nami Shira, or your bam papa.
Oh, fire. Why?
Me time sir. And I'm saying, make us say, Papa, your man was set here. So what time, sir? I'm a mind crown. And them say also what done who did you say? A great sentence and what year, and them say, or man, so the toilet floor could the toilet bathhouse for Yenia Tomano, and what you're trying to. So what the channel? And then when you be a hookah, we're a public servant, or man, get to more, or course, or put his, let's be put to or Diano, or court parliament, and them say, well, you need to be or man, I didn't see what's on the year when the man or man, you. Now, I'm part of the what's at the election course one. Service my minute and so many. It will go in contact and tell me. Say, and you could say more, yeah, no. It's you pay you are. No, but come on to me more. And who's say.
All right. You. Oh, I champo. You better do it. What? You better do it. Yama Bombardier and so and final word we have a space of 10 minutes in Tina. Obi anya snappy and man. Why Bombardier yanko, sorry.
Papa. That me BT bins na me the America aja and especially the share Donald Trump in the impeachment in fire na so. Wouldn't say S1 House of people not impeaching. And Senate in Israel accurate, and the House of Representatives are impeachment. Donald Trump the first president. Yeah, impeachment by the House of Representatives. Say the no Kaba, Ghana, and say court Penukran, I say Copemano. Look upon say or I'll say Donald Trump will say on a courses after he survived. Now we have call prelims kakra me we say identify constitutional na call no just only 5 Republicans for and ko kan they say sana be ko dia enya dia o me just 2/3 no Senate na 100 senators so nya be 2/3 almost be 60 plus now what to committee nya dia o menya basla no o hwe de o cameras ne o project and evidence o show video ni pictures is you no. So they can compare the crown now say compare legal because they are according to Republican point to say unconstitutional. Woman say House of Representatives impeaching Donald Trump be president, but time I didn't assume as a senator no by the Senate when you president be a call constitutional so much say they who say BBS pain and so a music as a yintimi man kosa say omujis on a can for man ye and the lawyers in Chelsea there be American Obia on a First Amendment and freedom of speech. Okay, videos no one can say Donald Trump can say Namoko attack will be or one attack or adults or more informed consent. And you know, the video say Donald Trump some cause okay video no can say or more and protest peacefully. It's a we candidate the Combina say House of Representatives say they can and so they politically charged Democrat one into more use some numbers no I impeaching no sounds not no Republican one so it will say 50-50 there but we nya dia say be a vice president me abekita there we say we here to test and now we here to test no and Donald Trump is the first president to be impeached twice by the House of Representatives no.
Okay.
He is more likely to also be the first president of the United States to also be acquitted twice by the Senate. And the Senate has equal branches of government. Internet, I say 2 minus 2 is 0. Internet say a power record say House of Representatives I there. Or my preaching there, but answer about records not say Senate in Israel. Quitting.
Okay.
And he is beautiful. Be the first scholars will be a Canadian and we are Democrat on the CC, I shall say more comment than we right now refer to Trump and lawyer Fonzo, Edmund Faso. Na the Intia tida ko se chuni akoto apa do ti SMP enti etole bia na ko pese ka we die ibi se kwa de ka nya North Korea de ni bia na obi ani se ba to de bi so wo hia abi ma mi kebi no etole ko open tentem.
That's it.
Ni scientific papa mi da sipi
you yes that's
Duncan Williams on double back the bejuma enti over double back na babu e be ka ka triple.
That's right. You
bompane.
Yeah, see. Thank you very much. Na mama Uncle Body. Uncle Body oh. And yeah, what's it? Your final word?
Yo, final word, Supreme Court ayi ho. Na maybe sa question bi about one me now they are to na next ayi ya ba na ya discuss it. My question first say dikan say nipa no bebre ase enam obi kan na moka say je mansa ne ayi chachumodi omo say NDC for any send no more can no case. Now my question will be say omo file petition no na Jeman Samu who so many case and omo so ko file sa witness na so mo eko si so say nipa ni case na nka so mo jame nim de nti o betima be kirikiri mu ekopem tama ye bae no omo de be boss de me kan nyina ne say me de minim say o chena rule na say Thursday rule na be ba no ebe suicide say Supreme Court because some ma menen kugina adaka mu eba sa asem ne de yenim ba bi be kode but eba sa ehun baba beda ho bebre nti no because omo num kasa kire say ye ma onye interrogation no interrogatory no nti no say edru cross examination so an obisa question
examination cross examination
nti no say eba sa omo kasa omo ma ne nya ese nipa ni nyina be hu anim se o ene na ye say na omo kan na eya na me question bi so say ye nyina e dia semport na NDC for the court nipa no bebre say omo improve omo nyewe me dia me minim say minim dia na omo say article 63 verse cross 3 say o me dia minim a omo de koye ne say ma me ni declaration obe declare no omo trans check ya obi anya 50 enti uka so improve a na men said that me de se ne na fire kan ka me ma dwene anase se ne nke no ma no be simple no akusam de court no omo say number na o declare na so ene Supreme Court anso amfa calculator se ne omo de ma si edu ketia no number be na mo say na nyesi no mo dik mo check eso a wasem na ade ba no enye no kore anso so a ade na o declare ade na nso no o declare ma we ni abisa ne mo enti na ti say enke simple but akoye se nwuna na we kase ntimi de me pesa o mo kire me ne se e de asem na NDC for the court nti o mo se o munni asem no na se o munni asem so a o mo de koye na e de nti na o mu gina e de na charot o se yo se me je man se gina so e de na witness e ni de koye na de o se on process masema no
yo Uncle Body ye bedo ase ebre ne enya ye bre e de but Oba Patricia kaketu abi why enianu aka ne de mesere mo a ye beto ase nyame ad mo china Oba Patricia so Oba Patricia and Tim and Kadia I'm in fast sport no
Baba Smiley
yeah Abi
Patricia are you Patricia
I came after her the last time
Abi fa 1 minute na fa enum ya na nko why 1 minute yanko
yeah Mr. Boedi, look, the evidence the reason the whole country to court is not what they are showing us. They told us per their figures they have been cheated, and now they are not showing us their figures. So it means they just sat down and concocted some idea, the fact that they lost, to disturb us. But Owahini, look, we pay these public servants. You are right. We pay them to deliver services to us. But none of them is delivering the right service to us. You can't go to the police and tell them, hey, my friend, the work you did is not right. Even the judges sitting there, they are not delivering the correct service, not only today, but from time immemorial. But we don't hold them to account. The NDC has managed Ghana, MPP has managed Ghana. They don't create the mechanisms for us to function like this. So why do you think one person alone is exception?
All right. Abi, you better do it. What's it? Wait there. Opposite phone.
Yeah, Papa. Yeah, Papa.
Mesro. Oh, 30 seconds. Why?
30 seconds. Okay. I'm saying you say electoral commissioner no. Nkratani mba oji from all the regional constituencies na nsana all quality Eddie Claire no. There has been an instance where she was receiving shadow papers. Shadow figures were coming. And she said
shadow nature say.
Shadow ni say or the nkrata biaba say so matter to a constituency level no and a regional level no and na fe said be asa afọward ama no
police station like the Eastern Region one.
Now said the biaba na fe wasa hwe so na wasesa ne mba no. And there has been instances where the figures were coming in any shadow meaning said there's a right way to say about region back on documents figures ne babes and brenu. And then ena omo say there be figures ni bi ebe so ebe so sa enye entina na rojo ka say omo ko ne EC no ko kasa electoral commission ko kasa yes say ni ye unti twintwan so ansa minim komodo amudi ya or catch on some new man pinning kon kasa but in the nation and they say processes conventions in Niema eya omoye it was a strong room na easy abe declare about based on the multiple figures na urban you know. That is their issue. They don't really know the actual. Intianka, what they have received, no, it doesn't give Nanado that 50+1% na or mudi declare no. Okay. In this case, no, it's up to the court.
Abi, when you were talking, that's when you were talking. Sometimes, we'll be interested. And also, Nabo, what's it? Oba Patricia, you better nyam yard much now. Fire, Dumjano, 1 minute. Yeah. What's it? Why? You better answer. That's all.
On the mechanic say a botchaman, but can't say me. And I'm a code, you know. When I'm teaching, I am using codes, baby. And I'm coding 3S. I'm a catcher say spirituality, no S. Common sense S. Science S, 3S. In the cause spiritual. As I chapter 43 verse 26, so we are going court. Because he can tell us our fault or see engine too. Because me fire so can't just do for me penny. What do you call 2 in a cell emblem? What do you call 2 brigade? Me penny. Do I say fire on tears and me court? So God will be in court to tell me why he put me there. Common sense. What's my code to? Isaiah chapter 43 verse 26. Papa, for the purposes of doubt, read it. Make us in view.
Okay, all right.
Isaiah chapter 43 verse 26.
Me can we are and I know we are can we near upon. What's it?
Now, Abby, man, watch now.
All right.
Oh, good knowledge, but we'll take one side and by us.
Or say, therefore, I have profaned the princess. Oh, so say Isaiah 43. Verse 8. For Isaiah 43 verse 26 now making Cain. Huh? Isaiah 46. Isaiah 26. Okay, all right. Isaiah 43 verse 26. I'll say, put me in remembrance. Let us plead together. Declare thou.
Isaiah chapter 43 verse 26.
And when I'm making Cain, and what be out? And you can't with the name. Some no account with the name.
Let us go to court. Bring your accusation. Present your case to prove if you are in the right. How now kind
of? Isaiah 43:26. Na maybe you already as well making. And yes, and you hold Nandia. And yeah, baby, I would.
Mr. Answer our point. Crowd. Means I got 1 minute.
That be
Isaiah chapter 43 verse 26.
Me say my cohort no me ho na making can ya me catch us.
Now so why is it Ajungwa now you using the Bible?
Was it 26 to 46 26? 43 26.
When I'm making can Isaiah.
Sure.
Oh. Fire. Oh there. Nyame adma ochna.
Isaiah chapter 43 verse 26.
Anna miss ho na making kan.
But I'm so kind from Bible.
And you okay.
Isaiah chapter 43.
No. And you okay any answer that's all. Okay, so
Isaiah chapter 43. Now all kinds of Bible now.
Fire. Let's keep it very simple as you want us to keep it simple. So
on say my me submission and I'm still kind of now with all due respect.
No. The point is, maybe Isaiah 43 verse 26. So that is what he gave me.
You are right. You are right.
Maybe I just a quotation in our open. But
no wonder he's supporting the cause of NDC.
What?
You are right. Oh yeah, you're the best. You are right. My father said you are right. But that's married. My father said, oh, you're right. But that's married. But
Bombadi a home and out of phone.
Okay. Indiana and the basic because member kind.
Okay.
The exam bombadi other kind. Adibi. Oh, Ahmanaso.
You.
Nia can you know, but that's married. Me also me character say me ba university no. Almost say me call bank account. And I me call ye. Nigeria ni be am better no. Sunday, or say this country everything is ID. So photo all your passport. When you go, you use it to the one you use it so that your passport will rest. Me photocopy no. About 100 they go me bag. Me go a bank. About a keto heavy. Less than 21 years. What's it? Why is your passport? And I mean my ID. Now me photocopy man. What's it? No, the original. Let me say, but that is my passport. I say I want the original. I say, but you asked my ID. This is, and I have sent the school. School no somehow. Oba say obi oba school. Ewo Brechino. School man will letter that you have my admitted. You come school ID. I said no. I just want your ID. Now my school ID also on my passport. Okay.
I said what's what?
Papa was on pay. And I'll catch him say, if you have nothing to hide, why do you don't go bring me your passport? Well, me and I'm call back. And yet, passport I'm call no. Bass and make another year called my back. Oh, indeed. Obi and Tassia say, yes, mamma. Prove to Ghanaians, let them be quiet. After Ghana, when you're Nigerian, he mount the boss to tell Ghanaians what he did. They found a precedent.
Okay.
Forget about the law. Let's use common sense. Let's ask this woman. She is being paid by Ghanaians. Man the boss, so that we can have the completion of what you said. Reliability. And then be sure that you were not misleading the nation. So we tell NDC, keep quiet.
All right.
With the figures the woman has proved to us.
Okay.
You have no case.
All right. Fire.
And one year, sir, you create a crowd and there will be demonstration. We have to use taxpayers, they have money to go and use the military.
You. Thank you very much. Fire Chief. You. Yemfansia. Ebrena swapa hu bebre. Yemfana se kese mu bibia for being part of today's show. Samray. Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. Me dear no Papa Smiley. Now me had much na question and answers version of Bamaso. Yawabe to us. You come on the DBA new that near the Biasha Free. Now me had much na make time with us right here on our 24 radio. Until then, bye bye.